He's the hyena?
He is. He's the smoky, ashy hyena dude.
Yeah, the cool one.
The cool one.
Not the gorilla-looking lion.
Not the nerd.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's adorable.
Right?
And it's you see the butt and the dick.
Anyway, we're live. Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
You didn't tell me we were live.
I explicitly warned all of you that we are going live.
Yeah, but you sent me
ready
porn.
to go live.
That's true. I did do that.
Immediately pointed out, like, he sent me porn.
I would never do that. Would never.
It was art.
Yeah, it's art. It's really cute.
Those two things are not mutually exclusive.
What do you mean?
The thing can be both art and pornography.
Proof?
Yeah. Go check out No Petrol's page, guys. It's good.
I don't know if we should be promoting it, but okay.
Why?
I don't know. Twitch is weird. Maybe it's fine. Who knows? You know, go support your favorite artists. Do it. It's great.
True, and don't
Sounds
support
like we're being
actual
paid.
petrol because that's oil.
Yeah, this person's name is No Petrol.
Imagine a society built on the dead, archaic, oily remains of our ancient past. That's us. Don't do it.
I saw a thing going around on social media that was like the concept of oil is very Lovecraftian. It's like
that's what I was trying to get at.
Based on the compressed remains of an ancient civilization of dinosaur lizard people. And we can use it, but the cost is that we regress back towards that. Anyway, I like how Neo talked about how his internet was better and then immediately disconnected.
He tempted it.
I figured it out.
What'd you figure out?
I had all of my audio going to my microphone for some reason, so I couldn't hear anything but the Discord call. But now I can hear everything. I'm good.
I see.
I don't know.
Perfect.
Here,
Is this all of us?
This is all of us. Foster is part of this group, but he is doing some family plans today, so we will not have a Foster with us. It might be sort of a chill and or short session today, because I just got back from a trip. I have not done enough prep. I'm catching up on work. I'm drowning. I'm dying. I didn't get as much prep done as I wanted to, but I wanted to play with all of you guys, because I miss you all. So we'll do what we can. I got a little bit of stuff done. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
When we left off, you guys, technically you guys were over in Kite. Let's pull that up. You had spent a few days back at the guild, essentially discussing your possible future plans and what you wanted to do. And you had just kind of finished relaxing over in Kite, where they were having a festival to the goddess of wind and sky. You guys did some kite sail racing. A few of you bought kite sails. I believe Tex at least bought a kite sail. I'm pretty sure Kaz bought some.
So I thought we all bought a few.
Probably all did. They were pretty cheap, and you guys are made of money at this point.
Man.
These fuckers tried hard.
True.
It's a children's event.
I ate a whole dragonfly midair. That was great.
I forget who won. Did Tex win? I think Tex won, right?
I think Tex won.
Hell
Because
yeah.
I'm getting called out as a tryhard for using my inspiration, and that's it. Meanwhile, these fuckers are sitting here blasting spells at back and forth.
They're who I'm talking about. Well, can I use an explosion?
As things start to wind down, and you guys eventually make your way back to the guild campus, I believe that the plan is... Where did they put it? Why did I close this map? What have I done? Involved. There we go. To split into two groups. You guys have agreed to send Fetch, Kaz, Branch, with Jane and Baby Boy to nowhere to perform some sort of ritual that Jane has been kind of coy about, a little bit playing it close to the chest. I think most of you know that she's trying to do some time travel stuff. She's a chronomancer, but
I'm coy.
Are you?
Coy. Yodi.
Okay, yeah, you're coyote. All right. And that leaves the five of you on another important mission. Tex, Ruko, Sketch, Ethan, and Foster, who will be joining us later on in this arc, but not for this particular session, are heading up north through the portal you guys have established up to Bogmirth, the capital of Blimidil, Rico's homeland, and also kind of Texas homeland. Pretty explicitly Texas homeland, actually, although home is kind of a weird concept for Tex. But I think by any definition, it's his home too. From there, the plan, you kind of have two. You're going to try to make your way up to the island of Regal Water, which is sort of the Spirit Weaver capital. It's one of the only places that was not ultimately taken by Cyrillin during the Golden Wars hundreds of years ago. And since then, it has served as sort of the last bastion for the Spirit Weavers. There, you are planning to do a little bit of interrogation with Ruko's brother Amar and the other Spirit Weavers of Drajak, this mercenary, this possibly Cyrillil mercenary, who wanted Ruko dead and challenged him in the arena and did a sneaky to try to get you to fight his son and a bunch of other really crazy fucked up shit.
Told him and his son.
True.
Come at me, bros.
That you did. You've captured him and are planning to take him up there to see if you can learn anything from him, but also just to make sure that he is like secured and restrained and taken care of, because he's quite dangerous. While you're up there, I believe the idea is to ask for a little bit more information from the Spirit Weavers about what has been going on with Cyrillin. They have obviously started maneuvering for war, but you guys don't have as much intel as they do. Most of what you've been fed is essentially the official state news of Cyrillin, which you guys are all pretty sure is bullshit. And then little bits of local news, which again is getting filtered through Famador, which is under the rule of Deacon Selenea, which is a wing of the Church of Aeva, which ultimately serves Cyrillin. Which is to say, you guys haven't really heard a lot of unbiased news about what's going on, and so you want to learn what you can while you're up there. You also have plans to go to the Twinmere Lakes, which are on the western border of Blimidil, right before you get to Cyrillin, where one of Tex's former daemon friends, Somnum, is in trouble. This beast that was known for being able to control and manipulate dreams seems to be under the thumb of Cyrillin as part of their taming project. Tex has plenty of reason to believe that they have an ambush waiting for you guys here and are kind of expecting you to show up sooner or later. But it sounds like the plan is to maybe counter-ambush the ambush, or simply meet it head-on, or come up with some sort of a plan to get him out of there while you can. Perhaps for selfless reasons, but also because there are a couple of Texas totems in there and he wants them back. From there, who knows what's going to happen? We'll figure it out as we go. We're going to do it live. We're going to make stuff up. But before any of that happens, you guys are able to get one last good night of rest here in town. And when you wake up in the morning, Sketch, I believe you're the one that is kind of driving a lot of this. You have completed the relic for your group, for Ethan, for yourself, for Tex, for Ruko, and for Foster. And I think we can introduce those. Let me see.
Yay.
Yeah. I need to move all this to the side so I don't lose it.
By the way, yeah, I think a long time ago you asked me some ideas for Regal Water. I got them.
Hell yes.
I don't think I sent them to you.
That
Cool
is
place.
That is wonderful. I know you've sent me a little bit, but if you have more, that's amazing. I have been very much kind of expecting this to be like a collaborative, you tell me what we find here as much as I tell you.
Yeah.
Because all of the stuff that you've sent so far sounds great, and I like it.
Cool.
All right. Sketch. As everybody wakes up and kind of gathers for the morning, you have in front of you your own relic, this blade that you can kind of describe however you would like. You also have a pendant made of amethyst that is going to be for Ethan. You have a leather sort of dog collar looking thing with spikes all around it, like a spiked dog collar that is almost as big as a very skinny person's belt, like a halfling's belt. Too big for a cat. Yeah. You know where this is going.
Yeah, I do.
It is too big for Tex, but it would kind of sit around his shoulder or his chest like a bandolier in a very cool way. You do know that is indeed for Tex. And then finally,
Extremely cool way.
hell yeah. And then finally, you do have a necklace of beads for Ruko. I think it is the one that's actually shown in the art. But if it is different, you can tell me how it is different. We can kind of. You also have Foster's item, which isn't done yet because he's not here. But whatever it is, you have it. And I think it would be appropriate before you start doling out these gifts to everyone else that we kind of talk about yours. Like, I assume, no matter how kind and good Sketch believes himself to be, I assume that he takes either special care on his... Right, it sounded like a cat. I thought it was a cat screaming in the background. I assume that he either takes special care to do really well on his own, or he's like a chef where he saves the shitty part for himself, and he messes up on his own to do the really good one for everybody else. But either way, let's take a look at yours first. Tell me what it looks like, and tell me also like what the significance of this item is, because as we've talked about, a huge part of what makes these relics important is the like sympathetic bond that you have to it. And that will grow with you as you continue to do heroic things and develop as a person. So what does this weapon, if anything, mean to you, or what do you want it to mean to you? And also, what's it look like? How's it cool? Like, tell me cool things about it.
Okay, so Sketch has modified the verdant weapon that he got with his excursion with Ethan and Fetch to do the coming of age ritual, basically. So he gets this weapon at the end. So he's modified that. Additionally, he wants to have a weapon that just is special to him and that means something to him. It has a story behind it. Reminds him a lot of Darwin's connection with his weapons. So he has that going for it too.
As you take this verdant weapon, and presumably also take the Hero's Grave, this gift that was given to you guys by Arguminivex for your help. This thing that allows you to essentially implant the relic seed into an object and then shape its growth. You're offered a number of decisions and paths as you work on this thing. And one of the very first things that is presented to you is your mind is filled with two possible images, two ways that this can go.
Oh no. I mean, great, but oh no.
To one direction, and this is kind of it's a nebulous magical process. These are visions that kind of fill your mind as you are working on this thing, less than like concrete things that you put on the paper and formulas that you write. But there, you can feel the grave, this tool, kind of pulling you in two different directions. And every time that you slide it across the surface of this thing and begin to etch more arcane runes, you can feel that there's one force that is dragging you to etch in one direction and one force that is urging you to drag it in another way. And before I can tell you what those options are, I need to know one thing or a thing about himself or a series of things about himself that Sketch feels very confident in, a thing that Sketch thinks that he is actually good at. If Sketch believes himself to be a hero, what does he think makes him one, or could make him one, even if it's not strong enough yet? And then on the other side of that coin, what is something that he needs help with, that he is afraid of, that he feels is weak about himself? What if he was shoring things up, what would he need shored up?
Okay. I think he's gotten proud of his connection with the elements and being able to call upon them, his connection with the primal forces. He's grown on that a lot in his own, and that was something that he had to teach himself. So he's gotten to be real confident in that. And I think he thinks he needs shored up on his interpersonal skills. He feels like he might be a little easily manipulated or get upset too easily. He's still a little emotionally weak, I guess. That
does make sense. Okay. The images that are presented to you. First, flip a coin. Give me a detail.
Okay.
This has to be randomized so that I don't give anything away.
All right. Odds, evens. Odds 1 evens 2. Duh. Yeah. Evens 2.
Okay. The first vision that pulls you to the right, as you are kind of working on a series of runes drawn along the edge of this blade. It takes you across the outer edge of the blade, is one that shows a rushing river. White caps are forming as it crashes over rocks, as it digs through a landscape that seems to be constantly evolving and changing around you. It is as if you're on a raft within this river, but you feel smaller. It can't be a raft. It might even be just a leaf or some sort of a fruit that is floating and bobbing and occasionally being pulled under the water by this rapid. And the grade of this river gets steeper and steeper and steeper, to the point that you start to spend more time under the water than above it. And each time you resurface, the sky is different. It's day once, and then it's night. There's blazing red of a sunset the next time. There's sleet and hail pouring down the next. Until eventually you start to hear the roar of a waterfall with almost no time to respond. You're moving so quickly, it's not like you spy this from minutes away. It is seconds before you were thrown over the edge. And then all at once, you feel yourself launched out of this river into the air, where looking down, you see that this waterfall pours an impossibly tall distance, perhaps a full mile, mile and a half, to an ocean that spins in all directions. And that is what you see on your right. On the left is a much more serene scene. You find yourself in a clearing, in a grassy plains. The grass is almost up to mid-thigh. You can see that off in the distance there are a few scattered trees, but very few. But in the scene directly in front of you, there's a small patch, about 6 feet in diameter, of recently tilled and churned dirt. And within that dirt, you can see that there are 6 cups that have been basically dug out, 6 little holes arranged in a circle within this circle of dirt. And in each of these 6 cups, you can see that there are coins. There's one of silver, there's one of copper, one of gold, one of platinum, one of diamond, and one that is a dark material that I don't know if you recognize, but perhaps lodestone, a little bit too opaque to be obsidian. And as you look at each of these coins, you can see tiny little legs begin to sprout out from their edges and then dig down into the earth beneath them, like crabs burying themselves in a beach. And then you just begin to hear a soft metallic hum that rings out from under each of them. And then everything kind of goes quiet. The earth begins to sort of breathe gently around you. The wind kind of kicks up in a gentle breeze. The clouds start to drift overhead. Day turns to night. And you sense yourself falling asleep. And when you wake back up, you look down and see that the hero's grave is waiting for you to make a decision between that vision or the waterfall.
The second vision was really weird. I lean waterfall. Waterfall was called to him a little more, I think.
Fantastic. Let me get how do I want to do this? Let me get 6d6.
Okay.
That worked out well. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
That could have worked out worse. I realized after I asked for it, but it worked out perfectly. Everything is great. As you continue to refine this blade, this wooden blade, etching a combination of natural and arcane magic into its sides, eventually you begin to realize that the runes that you're etching form this swirling kind of organic pattern that pauses at 6 different points along the length of the blade. And at each one, it makes sort of like a splashing outward burst of glyphs and runes. And when you get to the last one, you watch as pinpoints of light kind of run down the length and connect all 6 of those. And the light begins to run up and down the side, kind of back and forth, ping-ponging along until it settles on some of those spots.
Okay. Sick.
When the blade is finished and you take it into your hand, you feel the handle begin to almost grow to shift to better fit your hand. You can hear the creaking of wood. You can see tiny little sprouts of green that almost interlock around your knuckles, loosely grasping, ready to let go when you are ready to let go, but until then, clinging to you almost protectively, almost like it wants you there. It wants to grow around you. It wants to be part of you or with you, at least for a short time. The handle does that. Meanwhile, the blade, you can see, begins to harden and turn dense and dry and gray until it looks no more like wood, and it begins to resemble instead stone, kind of a light gray granite, until eventually it looks almost kind of like a Neolithic or Paleolithic, just kind of arrowhead almost.
Okay. That's cool.
Let me read through here and see a thing real quick.
Yeah.
This, I think, is actually very... you know what? I'm going to send you the card. I'm just going to send you the card and let you read what you've got. And I'll let you decide if you want to try to do anything with it right away, or if we want to move on to another one, or if you want to show it to people first. Sketch. In your inventory, where did I put it? Oh god, where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, there it is. In your inventory, under weapons up at the top, Sketch's relic is ready to go, and you're very welcome to rename that as you see fit. There is a lot. Take your time.
Oh, wow, there sure is a lot. Okay. This could take me a minute.
this might take you a minute. While you're reading that, who do you want to give theirs to next? And I'll start asking them their questions while you're reading your thing.
I'll roll a d3. I'm going to be lazy. Well, that was the one I didn't assign to anybody. Ethan.
That's fine. All right. Ethan, Sketch comes to you at one point and asks for something that is of sympathetic or emotional importance to you. What do you give him?
I give him my rib. No.
Get it if you want.
I mean, it'd work, I guess. It's next to your heart.
It's literally a part of me.
It's literally part of you.
No, I don't take off my own rib. That sounds painful. He does. This is where I give him the amulet, right?
Yeah.
The chosen thing for. Yeah. He takes off that amulet that he lent you during your coming of age ceremony. You remember it then because it was faintly glowing, and when you held it, you felt a bit of his spirit, like it was a part of him, and it allowed you to... It almost felt like you could hurt something's very essence, not just its physical. And he pauses giving it to you this time because it's not combat, and he just looks you in the eyes, puts it in your palm and curls your fingers around it. The Lightbringer's amulet was something he had 400 or so years ago. It was lost, but it was given back to him by his uncle when he woke up. Little Lightbringer was what his parents used to call him.
As Ethan reflects on that, and especially on that moniker, we have heard a little bit of what Ethan did hundreds of years ago to end that strife. And we've also heard a little bit of the failures that he's perceived in himself, the people that he has let down, the mistakes that were made. An important element of what goes into this relic is its understanding of what you believe yourself to be strong at and what you believe yourself to be weak at. What does Ethan believe that he is good at now that he has already been through a campaign and seen it from start to end? Does he still believe that he has the same strengths that he had before? Has he found some new wisdom? And what does he think are his weaknesses?
I think Ethan sees in himself mostly weaknesses, because that's how he grew up. Learning to face the world is to find weaknesses in everything. It's how he survived. It's how he tackled every problem, is to find a weakness in it and patch it in. Now, I think he's come to see the world as more than just a quest, more than just an obligation that you have to do. That you can have more family than the one you have at birth. And I think his goals have shifted from, I have to kill my father, it's my responsibility, it's what I've come back for, to I have to stop him because he needs to be at peace, because it'll bring me peace, and because if I don't, he's going to hurt so many people that don't deserve it.
An important part of his legacy, which, whether you like it or not, has now become an important first chapter of your own legacy, was his prominence and importance and role in the early history of what people call the awakened, the civilized undead, the undead that can think, that can have the makings of a person. It is still hotly debated whether or not they have souls. How can something made from a body whose soul was already taken from it have a soul? Its soul is in the afterlife. That's the whole point. And yet, Foster is here. You're here. Bill is here. Baby boy now is here. I think that the first question the relic asks of you, after learning of your strengths and your weaknesses, is, do you think that undead have souls, and what do you think happens to them when they're destroyed?
I think Ethan believes with all of his heart that undead do have souls. At least the risen do. But it is possible for living people to lose their souls as well. That's what makes cruelty happen. But it's not like it's lost forever. Souls can be regained. And that's why he thinks that risen have souls. Because they feel, they have empathy, they want to socialize, they want to be alive. what happens to a soul after it dies is up to the gods. Even now, he knows the soul can be corrupted. He knows the soul can be claimed. He knows the soul can be destroyed. He knows souls are very tied with sympathy. But he doesn't deign to know everything about the soul.
The process of developing this relic is one that Sketch can often do on his own. And indeed, he has taken long stretches where he has taken this relic from you, this amulet, to his own tent, where he's worked for a little while, and then come back sometime later to ask you questions, or to put it back into your hand so you can experience some sort of a supernatural phenomenon, or one of these visions, or one of these questions that only you can answer. And right now, as you are sitting beside him, holding the amulet in your hand, while Sketch essentially holds the augur, the hero's grave, to it, and then another hand on your arm, on your bicep. Almost immediately after this question, when you mention that it is up to the gods, you experience a vision. You feel yourself crumble. You feel yourself blasted to bits by who knows what. You watch as ribs and teeth and your skull and clavicles scatter in all different directions, as if somebody had just typed the console command to just kill you on the spot, and you were smote dead where you sat in front of the fire.
Flash kill.
Exactly. You feel yourself pulled upwards into the sky. You can see up in the blue morning sky that there's still a faintly visible picture of the moon, and you feel yourself drawn to it. And there, you find yourself on a river of silvery light. And there, you don't find a raven woman looking at you with disdain or scorn. Instead, you find yourself looking down at, presumably, your soul. Although your soul has bones, your soul has metatarsals. You can see that your feet are skeletal. And then you look up and see your soul standing across from you, with flesh and eyes and blood and fur and whiskers. And between the two of you, you can see that there is a single beating jet black heart that you innately understand to be eternity. Your eternity. One eternity for the two of you. And that only one of you can take it. And the you across from you starts to reach for it, and then looks at you and stops. What do you do?
Flesh and blood, me is reaching for it, and I am skeleton.
Correct.
I look at the heart, and I wonder if I want to be eternal. The game of masks, after all, was made because eternity becomes heavy and heavier over time. I think Skeleton just makes a fist, puts it over his sternum, and inclines his head in a somewhat deferential bow, as if to say, when this is over, I want to find peace. And let's flesh him, hold it.
Flesh you balks for a moment. He looks up at you with an unfamiliarity that might feel almost unnatural. When you look at him, you see yourself, and you can see in his eyes that when he looks at you, he doesn't. All the same, he pulls his hand back, and he reaches to his side, where there is a small golden knife. Nothing fancy, it's not meant for combat, it's some sort of utility or survival knife. And he asks aloud, what is half of infinity?
Infinity.
The vision in, you wake up, Sketch. You can tell that the thing you needed from him is done, and you can go back to work. And some time will pass, and in the morning you will see what your relic does. Meanwhile, back in the present, Sketch, as you hold this blade, it makes sense that you would study it to fully understand it, instead of just giving it to... Presumably you're going to take these things and give them to the recipients, and they will figure out what they do on their own, but it makes sense that you would study your own. And as you have, you've learned that mana flows within it. That mana can never be destroyed. It can only be redistributed. When you use it in one form, it becomes another form. And some of its forms are strong right now, as you have made it, as you have focused on it, and some of its forms are weak. But you can feel within you that the forms tied closely to the elements of wood and to earth are especially strong.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So, but as I use it, it'll change.
When you focus on one of those, and just choose for me earth or wood. Which one do you explore first? There's an element you quickly learn that ties each of these elements, not only to the powers that they're capable of, but to moods, to emotions, to sensations. And when you feel yourself drawn towards stone, the emotion there, the sensation there is one of stoicism. It is of simply being still, of accepting that things are going to happen, and that life will go on, and that you will go on. Wood is more willing to bleed. It's more willing to feel. And it believes that the answer to hardship is not to simply remain sturdy, but to bend and then regrow, to wither and bloom, to work in cycles and phases, to be constantly improving upon what survived from last time. And I don't know which of those Sketch is currently more drawn to. Certainly
Wood for sure.
Wood for sure. Excellent.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. As you are studying it, you feel an ache within you, within your chest, within the left side of your chest, in your heart, that you were not quite even aware of until this moment. Almost like it had slowed, or it had been beating irregularly for some number of days. That each time you think of something, it skips a beat, and then you feel a tense, tightening pain. And you feel your lungs expand. You feel your heart begin to stabilize. You feel physical wounds inside of you that you weren't even aware were there begin to mend themselves. And over the course of a few seconds, you feel at ease. You can feel that the physical well-being of your body has an immediate effect on the well-being of your mental and your emotional state. And as that happens, if you were not already, you become fully healed. I think you probably already were.
I wasn't, nope. So I'll take it.
But importantly, you watch as some of the mana within this blade that was focused on the element of wood begins to shift. And it asks you the question, what follows that feeling? Is it one of passion and the need to act and the need to find a purpose and burn away at that purpose until you have solved that purpose? And I've been dancing around it a lot here, but I assume that one of the things that is on the forefront of Sketch's mind lately is the lies that he has told about Argus, and the actions that he took that necessitated those lies in the first place. So when you think of Argus, do you think of anger and the need to fix things, possibly in a destructive way? Or the need to separate yourself from it and to move on and to find something bigger and better to spend your energy on?
That's a tough question.
In a very real sense, the question is fight or flight. When Sketch thinks about this problem, is his instinct to go fight it and get it done for good? Or is it to simply move on because it's not a big deal and something else should have his attention?
Oh, I think it's fight. It's still fight for now, I think.
You feel one charge of the wood mana within this blade shift over towards fire. And I will mark that on the sheet for you.
Cool.
As you're experimenting with all that, who's the next person you want to take the relic to?
Let's do a coin flip.
Tex, or you hate me. I'm kidding.
It's okay. I picked Tex. I hate you.
Okay, good.
Correct answer.
Excellent.
I can't handle the other.
So Tex, I don't know if I've ever seen this spiked collar on you before. So when Sketch comes to you and asks for an item that is of importance to you, or an idea about an item that could potentially come to have importance to you, what leads Tex to this spiked collar? Is it something you already have, or is it something that you imagine? And if so, why?
I think he just chooses something. I think the decision is largely arbitrary because he doesn't have any physical possessions particularly that he cares about.
True.
Like he has his knife, but he's not like attached to it. It's a knife. He can get another knife. So I think he just chooses a collar because it is something that will that he can just put on and doesn't have to worry about carrying it or any other bullshit. It's just there.
It's just there.
And he can kind of forget about it.
Hell yeah. I think the answer to this is obvious, but I am curious what Tex thinks his strength is. What does Tex think he is good at?
Just one thing?
You can have any number of things. If Tex thinks he's good at many things, the relic wants to know.
Yeah, he thinks he's good at everything.
Everything.
Yeah, he's a master negotiator. He's good at killing people. He's good at fighting. That's all there is, really, in life.
Then an important question that I think the relic starts to hone in on as Sketch begins to essentially form something from nothing using this hero's grave, holding a hand out to you, holding a tiny kitty paw in one hand, and essentially creating matter from light, from air, from nothing in the other. You almost hear it like a spoken voice, although it's not quite that anthropomorphic, but there's this thought that keeps bubbling up to the surface of your mind. Why did you feel the way that you did after that talk with Edel? Is that weakness, or is it fear? And if it's fear, what are you afraid of?
This is the most toxic thing that Tex feels. And I want to preface that by saying that I understand, I, Drake, as the player, understand that this is toxic as fuck.
Are you telling me that you're knowingly playing a flawed character?
Yeah.
Dude, calm down.
So I think the thing that, although he would not admit it out loud, there was this fear of losing Edel, and it is because Edel is kind of the only person and thing in his life that he kind of considers his.
Oh man, okay. When Tex thinks of Edel as his, is there any reciprocity to that? Does Tex think of himself as belonging to Edel? Or is it a one-way street? Is he strictly a possession, as reductive as that sounds?
Right. I think in a way he feels like he is kind of belongs to Edel, but part of that is also like it's definitely like very layered in that feeling. There's part of him that is just like they are my only source of comfort, so I'll do whatever I can to stay with them. And then there's this other part of them that is like they literally ripped me in pieces and kind of control me. So yeah, to a degree, he in both like positive and negative ways definitely feels like he is to a degree Edel's.
Perfect. Sketch comes and goes a few times. And probably the third or fourth time that he comes back, you see that he's not there simply drawing wireframes of light in the air. He has a full leather collar with essentially these kind of iron spikes pointing out like a tongue collar. Again, pretty big on you, but it sits loose around your shoulders, sort of like a bandolier. It fits snugly up against your little backpack when you wear your backpack, so that it can kind of sit on top of that. And as he tries it on for size, you are given a vision. In this vision, you are in a cave, and you can hear the suns outside. And that's kind of a strange thing to say because we don't think of the suns as making noise, but there is an otherworldly, almost angelic chorus. This burning hum, this crackling of flames that you can hear echoing down the length of this cave. And you can see the faint red glow of light as they get closer and closer and closer, as the light begins to engulf more and more of the darkness that you've considered the safety of your home for so many years. And within this cave are the bones of all the people that you've killed, and Edel standing in front of you. And Edel holds in his hands two beads, one white and one black. And though he says nothing, you understand that if you were to touch the white bead, Edel would vanish. He would disappear. He would go somewhere far away where he would be safe, where he would be done, where he would no longer have to deal with any of this, any of Cyrillin, any of you, any of the hunt, any of the taming. He would be free to live his life however he sees fit, in peace and in safety, and you would never see him again. If you touch the dark sphere, Edel disappears into your shadow, and it's in your shadow that he will live the remainder of his life. He will never have a physical form ever again. You will never touch him ever again. He will speak to you. You can speak to him. He will follow you everywhere that you go, but only ever as your shadow. What does Tex do?
Retract my statement about Tex being toxic. This is toxic.
This feeds off of you.
For a very long time during this campaign, Tex's one of his driving motivations was to get Edel as far away from him as possible. And even after their talk, I don't think that has like 180'd to the degree that he would be like, live in my shadow for eternity. So I think you will touch the white bead.
There is.
Can I just touch none of them? What happens if I touch nothing?
You tell me. What do you
If I
do?
just sit here for eternity?
Fascinating.
You're gonna start a street yard rumor like Kingdom Hearts that if you just sat there long enough and didn't pick anything, you got a secret extra option.
Take them both and eat them.
I was gonna eat both of them if they were good options, but both kind of suck.
As you wait, and as you linger, the cave around you begins to tremble. Fire begins to spill down into the cave as if it were water, almost like flaming alcohol being poured down a ramp, although you know it is somehow just sunfire moving like liquid as it begins to fill this cave around you. Everything begins to rumble, and you begin to see sharper and sharper shadows until all at once, as these suns, which have somehow shrunk small enough to fit into your cave and yet remain celestial huge, this otherworldly dreamlike state of being enormous and yet small enough to stand in front of, come around the corner. You watch as the larger sun and the smaller blue sun begin to pass in front of each other, the small in front of the large, so that the appearance is almost like a red and blue iris staring at you. And as you do, Edel seems to lose control of the orbs as they rise up out of his own hands, and they begin to drift towards each other and in front of each other until the black orb is in front of the white orb, and begins to shrink and shrink until it is about half the size, and it forms this same image of an eye staring back at you. And then you wake up. And Sketch, you can feel that the relic has gotten what it needs, and that it is ready for you to do more work.
Cool, you
I
did
hate
it.
that. I hate that so much.
I love this game. What a good game. That only brings one person who is here, Ruko, at some point.
No, let's sketch again.
Oh, really?
Again.
Yeah.
No, I like mine. I don't need to remake it. It's okay. You can do yours now.
Okay.
Sketch eventually comes by and asks for something that is of important sympathetic or emotional value to you. What do you offer him, and what does it mean to you?
Oh boy. I got a lot of trinkets. Some of them are just a rock or a little string thing of beads. Maybe the two of the most important ones would be a necklace or even just his glasses. Or at least, I break my glasses often.
Well, if you made your
Ruko-
glasses magic, they wouldn't break. But
Oh, his eyes go wide at that.
That is true. They would at least become much harder to break.
are you sure your glasses?
Would you like a repairing room on your glasses?
Well, if it's gonna be an artifact, you pick necklace, glasses.
I can't pick. You have to pick. It's not significant to me.
I picked them both. I need you to break the tie. I like them both a lot.
Sketch, you are 100% sure that if he doesn't pick, it won't work.
Yeah.
The magic's not going to work if I pick it. Then it'll think it's for me. So you've got to pick. You can't just have it narrowed down.
Okay. He'll take his necklace off.
Okay, I'll be careful with it.
Fantastic. As you hand the necklace over, there is a moment where the relicsy inspects you, and it doesn't come across as like a vivid vision or a voice in your head. It kind of is just like a brief flash of magic that's almost too subtle to notice if you weren't both very skilled spellcasters. And in this moment, what it is looking for is what Ruko believes to be the strongest or most heroic part of himself, and also what he believes to be holding him back, what makes Ruko weak. What does Ruko think is the closest thing to heroic in Ruko?
We're gonna have a problem here.
I know, that's why we're starting.
His immediate thoughts and answer was that his the way he can inspire friends to do things better themselves, and so his feeling of being a hero was somehow to help his friends be heroes. So like, it's not really him. He. Am I gonna break the magic at every step here?
The magic doesn't respond to you, and I don't know if Ruko knows this, but Sketch understands that the magic is going to interpret all of this at face value. It's going to know how to process the fact that Ruko doesn't see himself as a hero. Ruko can struggle with that internally as much as he wants.
What was the question?
The
Makes
next
me
question,
hero.
the next question, and this one I think is probably much easier for Ruko, is what does Ruko think he's bad at? What does he think he's weak at? Why isn't he a hero?
Oh jeez. There's no me. There's no sense of self in this. That's the issue. He's along for the ride. He's there to encourage, to I don't know, to it's not him. It doesn't matter. It's different. It's oh jeez. Wait, so why is he not?
The relic seems very satisfied with that answer. Sketch, you have everything that you need to begin work on this.
Ruko's distraught. He doesn't know he's doing anything right. He thinks he needs to restart.
It's like when you go to the eye doctor and you're sure you fucked it up and you're gonna get the shitty glasses, yeah.
It becomes a real doll, a sentient one with depression.
Yeah, I've heard your artifacts can have the same mental problems that you do.
Oh my god.
No! Wait, restart!
What a nightmare.
So you can get a friend forever. Problems. All can be the real hero.
After a few hours, there is a point where Sketch comes back and he needs a little bit of cooperation from you. He essentially places the necklace back around your neck, and with one hand he holds the hero's grave to it, and with the other he kind of places it on your shoulder or your bicep and just kind of asks you to concentrate for a second. And you feel magic much more vividly this time. Not quite a person, but certainly a force that is having a bit of a back and forth with you. Begin to push thoughts into your mind until they form a direct question. And the question that you are given first is, if you could only keep one, would you keep your hearing or your sight?
Hearing. I'm already fucking blind, bro.
It follows up. Is that why you would keep your hearing? Because you believe you've already lost a lot of your sight anyway? Or is there another reason that you would prefer to keep your hearing?
You know, when questioned, I think he switches to sight. He says he would keep his sight more. Because everything's so loud. usually. But there are so many pretty things he still needs to see. And I don't know. Oh, can we start over? Is it?
You
Still distraught.
you hear this time not just thoughts and images and questions being pushed vaguely into your mind, but a crystal clear voice that is your own voice. And I can't imitate Ruka's voice the way that you can, but you hear your own voice talk back to you. And it says, I guess we can start over. Why do you want to start over?
I just think I have trouble thinking of me, I guess. It's I need to make it meaningful to to do it right, I guess. To give you what's needed to do the right thing. Oh,
I think that's a good idea. Okay. What are you strong at?
understanding, I guess.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. And what are you bad at?
Well, doing anything myself?
So you're able to see and you're able to understand, but there's a disconnect when you try to make the jump from seeing something and then understanding something to doing something about it.
Yeah. I can see, understand, sway, push, pull, move things, others, but never me.
But not you. Why?
Because I'm me. I don't know. I'm not good alone. Not strong. Not. I could be clever, but what's cleverness if you can't do?
I think
Or-
it's cleverness, isn't it? Do you think that all of them are clever? And you almost feel a hand guiding your vision to Fetch, to Baby Boy, even a little bit to Jane. Do you think that they are clever? Do you think that they have wisdom, understanding?
Well, nothing's ever individual like them. Individually. Together. Yeah. They make a freaking wild team. Where cleverness just kind of happens with no clever. Or, the combination, the mix, the music.
Can flour on its own ever become a cake?
Yes, a very disgusting, delicious cake. You just have to believe.
That sounds like a grossly liberal understanding of the word cake. And I will accept it for now. But we're going to have words when I'm more complete. And you feel the vision kind
What do
of
you
pull
mean?
out. Sketch, you get the vibe that the relic has obtained everything that it needs for you to do more work.
Ruko is imagining a bag of flour he knows that is in storage somewhere, and he's going to eat it out of spite if this doesn't work.
God. I'm imagining just gummy flour at the corner of something's mouth.
Yuck.
It's flour, caked together. Caked cake.
Some time passes. Sketch continues to work, and very late at night he comes back one more time. And this time when he hands it over, it's almost immediate. You hear your voice again, and it asks, "Hey, what's Amar bad at?"
Yeah. Was that a joke?
I'm very serious.
He's just like he's bad at. Oh, geez, Ruka looks very troubled. Maybe. What is he bad at? Just settling down, like doing nothing. He's good at doing. I'm better at doing nothing, I guess. Relaxing? Not relaxing. Well, are you still there?
I am. I think I like that answer. Okay.
Seeing the big
Let's move on to another one that I think might be easier. What's your dad bad at?
healing. Like, not physically. He's hurt. Even I can't get through to him. So, he's stuck in the past.
What was your mom bad at?
Is it? I guess she was like me. She was, I guess, bad at giving up, or bad at, hold on. She was also bad at letting things go, I guess. She couldn't not heal to try to mend or guide or conduct. Maybe she was bad at seeing herself or caring about the danger she's in.
Do you think that sometimes it is a weakness or a fault to be kind?
I want to say yes, but I can't help it. I think yes, but what's the point of no?
Sketch, you get the sensation that you have everything that you need. Ruka, the voice stops, and you are able to separate from this. Sketch heads off and finishes the item.
Rook with just gray eyes lets him take it off and doesn't move, staring at the floor. Don't like this.
The next morning comes. And Sketch starts handing out relics like Christmas presents.
Sketch, did you even sleep?
No.
Just squints at you.
Well, when I finished mine, and I felt really good afterwards, so I wondered if it would happen if I did everybody else's. I didn't get that again, but it's fine.
Oh my gosh.
For what it's worth,
You actually really need to take care of yourself more.
Yeah, I'll take a nap at sometime today. That'll be fine.
I'll get you a pillow. I find him
We're
a
going to be
pillow
traveling,
shield.
so.
Are we doing so by foot? By carriage? Horse teleportation? Camel?
That is a great question. You know that the first leg of your journey is to just walk through a portal to Bogmirth, presumably. From there, it is swamp all the way to the northern shore, little bits of marsh. There are occasionally rises that are high enough that you could take some sort of a donkey or a pack beast through if you needed to every now and then, even a carriage. But those places are very frequently dotted with rivers and marshes and more difficult terrain to get through, at least as you get farther from the mountains up towards the north direction you're going. So the way that you travel is kind of up to you. Ruko, you're very familiar with the area. You would know you could go on foot if you want to. If you did, you would almost certainly want to bring kayaks because there will be crossings that you would either be swimming or kayaking, and it is not necessarily safe to swim. In theory, you could probably just kayak the whole way up if you wanted to. But I'm sure Ruko probably also knows other weird modes of transportation through the swampland. So if you have other things in mind, you let me know.
Oh boy, yeah. Yep. Like right now?
When you get to it, for now, you guys have relics to explore. Ethan, you are given your amulet back. And as you hold it in your hand, without even having put it on yet, you immediately feel a bond to it that is on par with the one that you have to your chalice. You feel that there is a strong magical and thaumaturgical connection to this relic. But in addition to that, the thing that strikes you almost immediately is you feel a gentle wind that rises up from the amulet past you and kind of up into the sky, as if you were standing over a hot fire, and that caused a convection current to kind of cause rising wind to breeze up in your face, except the wind isn't hot, it's cool. There's a cool wind that rises up off of this thing towards you, past your face and then up into the air.
Refreshing. Is it like one of those soda commercials?
It kind of is. It does have sort of a like a refreshing vibe to it. And give me a perception check. As you initially, you might brush it off as just like, a gust that happened to come through, but then you notice that it's persistent, and then you notice that it's not just persistent, but it is persistent and directional. Sort of like how a convection seems to follow you when you walk around a campfire. This seems to always be pointed in a specific direction. And when you start to pay more close attention to it, you realize that it is pointing up towards the lingering moon in the sky. There is a convection of wind and energy that rises up off of this relic in your hand, past you and towards the moon.
It's connected. I'm guessing it's connected to the other me with the flesh.
Quite possibly. Who could say?
There are two me's.
Is your soul on the moon with all the other souls? Wait, your soul would have to be here.
Did you see my soul on the moon when you went there?
Well, I don't think I knew that your soul wouldn't be in your body, so I didn't think to look.
I figured you might have just glimpsed it accidentally.
No, I was pretty preoccupied with gravy and therapy.
What?
At the same time?
Yeah, I was eating comfort food while talking about things. It worked.
Gravies are comfort food. Understandable.
Well, there was a lot of comfort
On
foods,
the
but yeah.
moon? Okay, yeah.
They
still
went-
parsing that one.
They went to see gods, Urko.
Yeah, I know, but I'm still parsing. Up there?
It does sound fake, but I swear it was up there. We weren't allowed to bring any of it back, so.
Yeah,
It's
that's what they
unfortunate.
all say.
I would like to have meat back.
Ethan, do you put this thing on? Do you attune to it?
I do. I admire it for a little bit because I like to admire Sketch's handiwork. Is there anything different about it physically?
That I will mostly leave up to you. The only exception, the thing that is obvious to you on a 26 perception, is that the amethyst set into the pendant of it glistens a little cleaner, but you imagine that's probably just because Sketch took a little time to polish it and get it cleaned up. That's part of the crafting process. But when you kind of tilt it side to side, you do see that the moon reflects in it brighter than it should. It seems to mirror the moon more brightly than anything else. And I am going to drop this in your inventory.
Yeah, I then into it. And I feel whole again. And a bit more.
In your inventory under equipment, Ethan's relic. You can rename it as you see fit.
Should I delete the Lightbringer amethyst?
Yeah. Well, technically it still does all of that too, so you can kind of copy that.
Yeah, but I have to attune, yeah.
Yeah, they do count as the same item now for investment purposes, so there you can copy all the old effects into the new one if you'd like.
Okay. I'll just unattune to this one and remember what it does.
Totally fair. I think some of the effects don't stack anyway, like the item bonuses.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Next up is text. Let's see. How did this turn out? Text. The thing that kind of stands out to you as Sketch is bringing over your big collar is that as he's like fishing it out and walking over towards you, Sketch kind of just like stumbles over a rock, which anybody else would kind of play over as like, oh, there's a rock there, you accidentally stumbled on it, it's no big deal. In your ears, as he stumbles over that rock, you hear faint, low, shadowy whispers, as if that rock planted itself there in mischief, in malice, and you can hear it giggling beneath the surface of reality. You can almost hear it as if it was a spirit of wanting to fuck with things, to make things a little more chaotic, to throw a pebble in someone's way, to tilt fate against people. Even before the color gets to you, you can feel it whispers to you. It acts as a lens to something beyond the threads of fate in this world. The only other thing that is extremely immediately apparent to you as Sketch hands it out to you is that this collar has no shadow. You can see on the ground beneath you, Sketch reaches out to hand it to you, and you can see the shadow of his arms and his hands holding it out to you, but the object itself does not cast a shadow.
That's problematic, but okay.
Probably fine. I assume he just slips it right over your shoulder. Do you attune to it right away?
Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen? Where'd you go? Where's Tex? There he is. He's sleeping.
I'm God. I don't give a shit.
Attaboy. Oh, why does it say tiny or tiny? It says Texas Relic tiny. Amazing.
Because I'm tiny.
Oh yeah, it's because you're tiny. Anyway, in your inventory, under equipment, buried between all of those runes and stuff, Texas Relic. And then finally, Ruka. The front side of this necklace appears largely the same. It essentially has these ivory kind of clacking beads that form a pendant that drapes across your collarbone. What is different is that against the back side of all of these ivory bones are new symbols that have been etched. And at first they appear unfamiliar, but as you study them a little more closely, you begin to realize that they're essentially just like very simplified patterns or symbols that correspond to all of the different cards in a harrowing deck, in your fortune telling deck. There's essentially one for each of the major arcana within that deck.
Whoa.
As you slip it on, you can feel.
Look at it first.
Yeah.
I want to look at it first.
You look at it.
And then, as I'm looking at it, he'll kind of guilty eyes glance up at Sketch, and then he'll chomp one a little bit, lick it.
Give me a D24.
No.
Unless you pick a specific card.
Okay. No, he just gets the middle one, whatever it ends up being.
Middle one. Excellent.
This relic is so cool.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Do need to know
Okay.
what these three do, though. They are.
Oh, are they not? Oh, shoot. They're not. They might not be shareable. Let me make them shareable so you can
No,
actually click them.
I clicked them and I'm not allowed to look at them.
Oh, fuck. Hang on. Okay, let me make all your things shareable.
Thank you.
Because Ruko's about to have some of those too.
I have one of mine that doesn't work, which is weird.
Excellent. Let me see. Observe.
I'll put it on after this if it doesn't kill me.
Who knows? It might just kill you. Let's find out.
Yeah, I crafted it so that it would immediately choke you to death.
Wow.
Kaz is going to be so disappointed. Listen, if you guys can call me on the pre-roll, I can take pot shots at Philo, who's not even here.
Okay, I can see it now. Thank you.
Excellent. Yeah. you
Also,
should-
the peak of each full moon, is that like once a week or once a month?
Once a month. Yep.
Oh. What are the maximum number of charges I can have?
I'll double check. I think it is just the one.
Just the one. Gotcha.
However, it is worth mentioning these do have the potential to grow with you.
Oh, yeah, fair.
Sketch, what was the one that was missing from yours?
Feet to fins, I'm not allowed to see for some reason.
What? Weird.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just like a default spell. Let me pull it up real quick.
Oh, and heal for some reason, the spell that I already have.
Yeah, weird. Anyway, those are both just default spells. Heal is heal. It does what heal does. And Feet to Fin essentially gives you a swim speed in exchange for your land speed.
Okay.
Okay, 10. 10 mod 4. Oh, this is fun. How fitting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
God.
9, 10. As you bite down into As you bite down into this, you don't notice anything terribly unusual. Sketch, Tex, and Athan all feel a sensation in your mouths like you're biting down onto something.
Yeah. Put my finger in my mouth. What is this? Is my jaw
Extra
tightening?
teeth.
Yeah, you
Oh.
look up and see that Ruko is kind of gnawing on his relic for some reason. And when he
licks it.
stops, he licks it and you taste ivory. You taste bone with like a little bit of crafting wax on it.
Ruko, don't do that. For some reason, we can feel what you're feeling.
Why? It's oh. What?
Yeah, your necklace is made out of ivory, right? I swear I didn't lick it when I was crafting it, but I just tasted it now.
His tongue goes back in his mouth. Okay. Wait. Okay.
Yeah,
alright,
the inside of your
let's move
mouth
on.
tastes weird.
What the? Okay, I'm putting it on. Here you go.
You put it on into it, and suddenly you feel much more control over this whole thing. No longer having any sort of involuntary use of the second ability here. But let me put this card in your inventory. You can take a look.
That was my first kiss.
Oh no!
Kiss the bone.
It's horrified.
There you go, Ruko. In your inventory, under equipment, about halfway down, Ruko's relic. You have
Oh,
those
okay.
4 abilities, each of which can be used once a day. The second one is the one that you had kind of triggered a little bit there, but not enough to actually spin the charm.
Weird. Okay, let's see. Wow.
All of you have just been given a lot of stuff to look through. When you're ready, let me know and we can start some travel, but you guys can sit here and tinker with these things as long as you would like.
Let's kill something.
Hell,
Or text.
Is Sketch, you will play with this? Later, when I figure out how to use it?
Yeah, I'll help you figure out if you want some help.
Okay. I don't know what you've done. This is danger.
I mean, I didn't do anything. That was all you.
You made it.
Based off of your internal desires.
Wow. You're a little freak. He's very distracted trying to figure this thing out.
Oh, Sketch, this is truly a boon. These are going to be so helpful.
I bet they're super useful, but I bet I have no clue what any of yours do, so I can't make comments.
In my case, it's going to help free the Risen from my father's grasp.
That sounds pretty important. Okay, cool.
Oh, it's awesome. Wait, I like this last one.
Yeah, I thought you might like that one.
I legitimately had a dream about this last night in real life.
I like all of these, Vic. It's a beautiful.
Thank you, I'm glad. There's more that might come based on how you guys grow and what weird visions you guys have and how you respond to those visions.
Dies immediately.
I'm gonna die never knowing what I could have gotten with the other choice, but I like what I got.
No, it's a mystery to science. As you guys begin to set off, the first step is through the portal up to the swampy capital city of Bogmer.
Shut up. It's
This
probably
is
nothing.
Cyrlin.
Don't worry.
Blemadil are allies of Cyrillin?
Absolutely not. They are
I thought they were
subjects, unwillingly
vassals.
so. Unwilling vassals.
Oh, so they wouldn't turn us in if we just...
Yeah. Well, not if they hang around, my friends.
Okay, but the regular people who aren't your friends. I'm assuming
I'm
there's
pretty
lots
sure-
of them.
Yes, they also hate. I think general sentiment: avoid people who look like Cyrillin. Garb,
Absolutely.
priests, warriors. The general populace is a bit pissed.
That's good to know.
The nation is subservient because they must be. They have been made vassals. They owe tremendous taxes to Cyrillin on a regular basis. They come in and take what they want, and there's not really much that anybody can do about it. And all of those fears are getting worse and worse as Cyrillin mobilizes for what appears to be a full-scale invasion. If that were to happen, very quickly you guys would go from being vassals because Mommy and Daddy said you weren't allowed to fight anymore, to back to fighting. That's what Cyrillin wanted to do 300 years ago, is take over the entire nation, and they only stopped because the Alliance, the Inner Kingdoms, slapped them on the wrist, threw a bunch of embargoes on them, and said, hey, stop fighting, just make them a vassal instead. And there's a lot of rumors that truce, that peace, that uneasy peace, will come to an end soon. For the time being, however, still vassals. And so the vibe, as you begin to explore Bogmirth, and as you kind of make your way down the street, is almost kind of like a Nottingham sort of vibe, where everybody is on the same team. You're all kind of in this together against the occasional clerics and priests and knights and Templars that stand at street corners or harass shopkeepers for taxes, take undue amounts of money for things that they are not entitled to. There's a collective, a little bit of a collective fear, but mostly a collective hatred, a collective disgust in the mouths of the people of Bogmirth and of Blimidal as a whole for Cyrillin and for the oppressor. And yet there is that element of fear that keeps them in line. There are obviously heroes that fight for these people, but there are only so many heroes, and the nation of Cyrillin is very mighty, as overbearing as the suns in the sky above. And so as you step through the portal, you can see even that the increased traffic to and from the guild is being met with scrutiny. You can see that not far from the portal where Gilmore and Sebastian watch and guide people over to PD Jericho's for a mud bath at 30% off on Fridays, get it now, there are guards stationed with clipboards that are taking note of every person that walks through, as if chomping at the bit to control what's happening here, as if monitoring each new sprout that rises up from the mud so that they can squash it as soon as the red tape has been cut. And sure enough, as you step through, you do see that a number of Cyrillil guards take note of you and make notes in their clipboards. And it appears to just be kind of an acolyte and a low-level warden. It's not like there's a whole force waiting there, but you are immediately clocked. Did anyone do anything weird coming through here, or do you simply walk through as you are?
After asking several questions like, hey, are we allies? How guarded is it? You know, they're forced to be vassals. Then how much control is there? You know, how many Cyrillin guards or other are occupying it?
Ruko is able to give a few answers.
And
he would note that it's not normal for them to have like a knight on every street corner, but they certainly do patrols. Much like Famador, they are technically the ruling class here. A lot of them spend most of their time at the temple because why would they want to wander around and muck through all the commoners and the peasants? And yet it is their job,
Right.
and so they do it sometimes.
Mhm.
And Ruko will convey that, yes, Bogmirth proper, where there's infrastructure, roads, and places to walk, and temples, they're everywhere. They're watching. But the whole area is pretty porous. We have our own modes of transport. We've got all of our little ways to go through the swamps, through everywhere that we use more intuitively than they can. And they are more unwilling to go out because, one, it's either really cold and wet or warm and wet, or, you know, it's just not a pleasant place for Cyrillin, I think. Just, if they traveled here, they probably aren't happy about being stationed here. Well, probably not.
Has there been
And
any...
mosquitoes.
Yeah, have you heard of anything different since we were here last during the mud bath? Did you hear if there was any changes? Any increase in guard duty?
Yeah, and
Increase?
I know that Finn and Darwin were considering taking down this portal just because of that reason. They were a bit worried. So yes, there's an increased presence, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
You
Then
can
I
give me-
shall... Good.
If you'd like, you can give me a society check to if Ruko would have done any of his own research instead of just relying on what he heard. Okay,
Yeah. It's instant, yeah.
then yeah, give me a society check.
Okay. If I roll bad on this.
I'll say 15 gives you basic information, 20 gets you a little more information, 25
Woo!
gets you the truth. Okay,
23.
on a 23, the impression that you've gotten is that the military activity here is heightened. There are patrols much more often. There is a deliberate attempt by Cyrillin to make an imposing presence all over the city, even the places that are normally too gross and dirty for them to go to. And naturally, that has caused everyone to become cranky. The people of Blimidal don't like having Cyrillin breathing down their necks all the time. And all of these knights that have been stationed at these dusty, muddy corners of shitty little shacks instead of the illustrious quarters of the Temple District are upset because they want to go back to their nice, cozy, cushy place in the Temple District. It's not great. There have been a lot of just like kind of petty arrests for silly reasons. It is not to the point that they are like putting people in gibbets and killing them for no reason, but they're absolutely grabbing people and throwing them in a drunk tank for 3 days for reasons that don't add up because they're just annoyed. It's getting unruly. Things are getting very tense. And on a 23, there's a bit of a These are people that are very resilient and very used to this sort of behavior. And while there are initially some echoes of like, why isn't anybody stepping in to help? Where are the Spirit Weavers? The overall sentiment is instead, oh, the Spirit Weavers aren't here because they must be doing something. They must be doing something more important. There is a galvanization that is occurring here where the hardships that everyone is facing is just kind of making everybody stronger. All the same, you might want to keep a low profile.
Yep.
If this is told, then
Mhm.
Ethan's going to change his disguise from regular Ethan to like what's a common like cat folk in that area.
Oh, me too. Wait, you could do ocelot. Ocelot's kind of common here. Or jaguar.
Ocelots.
Jaguar, good to few. I am gonna do my favorite one because I think Zeb likes it. I like it. It's a tuxedo cat. I look real fancy. Huh?
Hell yeah.
Tuxedo cats.
Yeah.
Why does everyone
Like,
always turn into
wow.
cats? Baby boy did this too. It's just
Because
I'm a cat.
everyone.
You're a
just likes
cat,
me
you're
for
fine,
this
but-
one.
Piece of fun, so
Wow.
they're kind of cats.
Hey, I could be a cat or a dog. Look at
I
me.
don't actually know what a fossa is.
What the fuck am I? I don't know.
Some sort of mythical creature.
I'm all of them. If you say cat, weasel, dog, the answer is yes.
Okay.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Very big. Masquerade scar.
Okay. How am I gonna do this? Okay, Ruko gets his little disguise kit and does his thing.
Then excellent. As you guys step out in disguise, anybody who is in a disguise, give me a deception check with your +4.
Guys, I'm so excited. We're gonna go back home. My home. I'll show you around. It's cool. It's much better than you think. Don't worry.
Hey chat, is there a way to lower the volume of your push to talk beep thing?
Ooh, I only know that you can turn it on and off. I don't know if you
I
can
know.
adjust its volume. I just always.
I think
turn
I'll
it
just
off.
turn
I
it.
can't-
It's so fun. I make sure it's on so I know if it's working. But it's been delayed and it's kind of been very, very loud lately.
Gotcha.
So I think it's not helpful. I think I'll just delete it. I'll turn it off. Deception, you say, with a +4?
Yep.
+17 +4, 21.
21.
+4
Very
is rolling
nice.
to this.
God damn.
Oh, okay.
Jesus. Jesus Christ.
Very nice.
Ah.
Okay, excellent. And then sketch and text just coming through as you are.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. They haven't seen me before,
Yeah,
right?
It's from here.
I was going to say, neither of you stands out super much. You both look like you kind of fit in.
There is this one alligator man who sees me like this. We better. I will move around. I will disappear. Follow me if you can. We played a lot of games. I was doing this disguise earlier. I got pretty good at it though. I owe him money.
I see. You have so much money now, though.
I think it's more fun to run, honestly. If he catches me, I'll give him money. It's a game. That bastard can't catch me.
Oh, he has to earn it. I understand. He has to earn the money you owe him back.
It's okay. We're friends.
What are friends for?
As you step through, you find that it is initially very bustling. Lots of people are coming and going. People are moving big things of cargo in and out of these gates to get them to the guild. You can see that there's a healthy import of wood and lumber from here to the guild. And also a decent number of exports out, mostly foods and potions. You're immediately greeted, so you're essentially on the market street over here on the northeast side of town. And so the overwhelming sensations that you're met with are first, it is hot and it is humid. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it's like late summer right now. Oh my god, yeah, it's August. So it's miserable. It's not a good time right now. I don't know if any of you have been to like Florida or South Carolina in the middle of summer.
Yeah.
Not a good time. Real terrible.
Yeah. Wait. Ruko slouches because it's suddenly hot and wet. Okay.
There's some bajillion
promise-
mosquitoes, and Athen isn't bothered by any of them.
Let me tell you, our houses here, they're built better for this. If you sit in the temple, you'll die. Oh, it's hot in there. But this, we have the airflow and stuff. It's all built on stilts. We're built for this shit. Don't worry.
Let's go to your house.
Oh, God.
Absolutely. And speaking of being built for it, that is one of the next sensations that you sense is there is a low humming noise that Ruko probably almost doesn't even notice just because he's grown up with it and he's gotten so accustomed to it. But for an outsider, is a little bit more noticeable. It's just kind of a droning noise, like a big fan in the distance that's constantly being spun. And you're not entirely sure what it does, but it's pervasive to the point that it is like noticeable to anybody who's not a native here. It's just like this low, droning, humming noise.
It's a mosquito dactyl. They're large.
And then the other prominent things that just hit you like a brick as you step through this portal are the smell of swamp, which is not inherently unpleasant, but it's very earthy, it's very peaty, it's very mossy. You smell green when you step out into this place, even though you're surrounded by buildings and these like wooden planks that go up, forming kind of like the scaffolded structure. All of these wooden buildings that are kind of connected by a network of rope bridges and roadways. And down below you can see canoes and kayaks of people that are traveling through the water just as much as they're walking along all these boardwalks. But then the other sensation is because you emerge into the market district, the food is so good. It smells like Cajun food all over down here. I don't know about you guys, but that is amazing.
That smells good. I want that.
Right, if you've never had your face overwhelmed by the smell of Cajun food, you should try it. It's great. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend.
Look at all these crawdads, these po' boys.
Yeah.
I need a beignet.
Oh my god.
Beignet.
Same. Holy fuck. Yes, please.
Seafood boil.
Glad I don't have margaritas to clog.
You guys pass by a little shack that is kind of just sitting on the side of one of these boardwalks as you're making your way toward wherever you're headed. And you can see that there is a long table. And seated at this table are probably like 3 or 4 families. You can see like there's a family of rat folk, there's a family of Kuatoa, and then down at the end there's like 3 or 4 lizard folk that are all together. Maybe that one might not be a family, it might just be like some business partners or something, it's hard to tell. But they've all been crammed together at this long picnic style table. And you can see that there is like a table mat that's been set all the long way down. And then you see that this big door to the building kind of swings open, and a turtle that must easily be 9 feet tall with like ruddy red skin and this like snapping turtle beak starts to hobble out of there holding a veritable cauldron, almost as big as his own belly. And he walks over to the end of the table and tells everybody to sit back, it's hot. And everybody kind of like scoots back on the benches of this long table as he just heaves the cauldron of baked seafood, boiled seafood down the line of this table. And it sprawls out, and there's corn, there's crawfish, there's peppers, there's all sorts of like crab legs and things. And then essentially all of it has just been doused in spice and broth. And as it just like spills out across the table, everybody cheers and then like leans back in and begins devouring it with their hands.
Rogo wipes his mouth because he was drooling a little bit. That
smells delicious. So you eat food like in a trough here. That's just how you do things.
Well.
No, I like it.
It's efficient. You just can get as much shrimp as you want.
Yeah.
People
Everyone
come in
is
here
sharing.
like savage. It's so delicious. You have to get here quick. So eventually you just gotta put it down in a big trough, and everybody gets their own little bowl.
No, they're really getting in there.
Look it. He like points to like a group of kids who like pull themselves up from underneath the dock. You don't know what they're doing under there, and they start like scrabbling over here and bantering with the big turtle.
Yeah.
Get some food.
It's honestly probably kind of a weird sight for both Ethan and Sketch, and to a certain degree Tex, although I think he's kind of used to this lifestyle. And in fact, it might explain some things about Tex. Sketch, you remember hunting for food. You remember there were times of food scarcity. In a land where the terrain is constantly evolving, having a regular source of food is not an easy sort of thing. Even the vertical farming that they do on Searchoon is novel and important in the sense that, like, there's not a ton of other options for agriculture out there. Likewise, Ethan, from the desert, you guys have food, but you don't have a lot of food. And as you look around, it immediately...
And there's artificial scarcity too.
Absolutely, there's so much artificial
Keep it away
scarcity.
from the poor.
Correct, yeah. And so to walk through all of those backgrounds to this place, you immediately understand why this place is such a juicy vassal for Cyrillin, or at least one of the reasons. They're throwing away food like it doesn't matter. They're throwing, like, a quarter of the stuff that came out of that cauldron just spilled off the table down into the swamp, and you see that, like, fish and turtles are all fighting over for it now. They do not want for food. It is a place of plenty.
How many alligators are just straight up chilling?
Give me a perception check.
Did we end up in the rich quarter? I'm getting mixed signals with everything.
Are we in
No.
Fantasy Florida?
There's friendly alligators, and there's crocodile. Wait, no, alligators. Yeah,
Alligators, I think.
I imagine.
and then there's danger ones.
True. I imagine.
The ones around here are
probably
kind
as
of
well.
like big catfish. They're kind of like good puppies in these quarters.
Just like both?
It's probably both, yeah.
Out there, yeah. But over here,
Really
they're well
big
fed.
dogs.
They like people.
That one's on a leash. Is that one a pet?
That one's a mount.
Hell yeah. Out of 14, you do see there's a couple of caimans just like chilling on a rock over off in the distance. A couple
Oh, they're
of them, like,
little.
slide down into the water when all of the food spills into the water. Like even on just a 14, yeah, dude, there's some crocs right out in the open.
Roko just wide gestures. He sticks his tail in the water. This place is alive. And he pulls his tail out, and there's a little crawdad pinched to the end of the fur there.
Hell yeah.
See? He flicks
There's-
it like 20 yards away.
Is this
It
on
lands into a
Back
pot.
in the water.
No.
Yeah.
there a vital ley line under this place? One full of life?
Yes. Well. Whimsy.
The opposite of the desert.
Well, yeah. No, it's not the it's different. It's the what do you call it? It's not enchantment. It's wait, is it enchantment?
It is enchantment. You're absolutely correct.
Enchantment. It's whimsy.
Directly under Bogmirth is enchantment, and as you head west, you'll eventually run into some conjuration.
Oh, enchantment.
But yeah, enchantment will take
Wait.
you all the way up to that little island, which is Regal Water, which is where you guys are ultimately heading.
Wow.
The
So-
enchantment ley line is so much better than the necromancy ley line. Holy crap!
Like, yeah, illusions and stuff?
Yeah, you gotta be careful with it though, because you could lose your freaking mind and end up some different dimension or something. And you don't know if it's really a
Nice.
different dimension or if it's actually just a lot of bog gas. You know? Or if it's enchantment.
Or mushroom spores. Is that a giant mushroom? There's so many mushrooms. How did I not notice
Yeah.
that until just now? What?
This place is alive. Oh, it feels good to be back.
I assume that Ruko adjusts the humidity like in 20 seconds, and he's like, oh, I can breathe again, and everybody else is still like swallowing for air the entire time.
Athens like, I bet this would be worse if I had fur or skin or bones, or I do have bones. Do my bones sweat?
I don't think your bones sweat, but certainly the hay that you've stuffed in there for muscles probably is getting a little misty.
It's getting heavy.
Yeah. Ruko rolls up whatever extra sash he had to expose his middle so that he's not like dying. He just doesn't even think about it. And he's like, okay, we're ready. He also disguised down there with the cat thingy. Tuxedo cat.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Sketch, you're gonna need to take some of your clothes off or roll them up or something. You're gonna die. Don't worry.
Well,
I got cooler places to go to.
Okay, these are pretty airy, but I guess you're right.
Are
It's
you
a little
comfy?
sticky.
You okay?
I could go back to no.
You have
I don't
a
have my
camping
token
house for
without
that, right?
I could do I could, but then I'd be even more wet, and I don't know how well that will help.
Well, if it's fresh wet, it's at least cool, right?
I guess that's true, and I can just keep doing it.
Yeah. You'd be
We're also
sopping
out
wet the
in
whole
the-
entire time.
We're out in the open in the middle of the day in the late summer, so it's gonna be
We'll try,
hot,
yeah.
but there's good places to go. I can take you there later, but I'm hungry.
I was about to ask, where do you guys head first? What's the plan?
It's a good place, Ruko. And what do you do for fun? Let's do some touristy shit while we're here. Blend in.
There's a dangerous flicker in his eyes. Normal things. Stuff. I'll show you if we're on adventure time, but we can go to Petey. We can go to a couple of different locations. The guy who runs the bog. Not the bog, the mud place. Or we can go into it's a good 4 or 5 different places we could go to, but probably want to find Zep or maybe some of my contacts here. It is cooler in all locations. What do we need first? Informations?
You said you were hungry?
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna eat first. Okay, I imagine we eat food. But
I don't feel that, but I feel less guilty trying it here.
Perfect.
Considering it mostly goes on the ground anyway.
True. You guys are already in the right place, so it's essentially just a matter of finding a place that has an open table and sitting down. You do learn that not all of these places are necessarily doing the crab boil style of throwing all the food across the table. Some of them are pretty typical sit-down restaurants.
I have Prickle Biscuit out every time there's food.
Prickle Biscuit is just, he's loading up on free food. He's already snagged a couple of crayfish that had fallen off, and he's just like, oh, that's free, I'll take it. And so he's munching on them.
Yeah, the big turtle was he could never cook.
Do I have
quick enough? But
more?
Big.
Is everyone here just hungry all the time?
No, but in the central walkway, yeah.
Do I have to wipe Prickle Biscuit down every 15 minutes? Sphinx Cat moisture. I don't know how this works.
He certainly is complaining a lot. And he takes a lot of breaks to kind of clean himself. He's constantly, every time he gets stopped at a street corner, he sits down and he kind of licks his paw and then wipes it across his face. But he's otherwise okay. He's not having a terrible time. They can do okay down here.
In a few more stops, Prickle Biscuit will be unable to move from all the food. What do I do about this, Ruko?
He'll probably just throw it up and then start eating again.
I see.
Yikes. Well, yep. He'll be fine, though. He's got food. But yeah. Yeah, the big turtle guy, he can't cook quick enough, so he cooked bigger. And this kind of trough thing started. It was already a thing, but he really does it good. There's a couple other places.
It does smell so good.
Yeah.
I am thankful to have regained my ability to smell and taste, despite the lack of tongue or olfactory senses, organs.
It's well timed. I imagine that you can find almost any sort of Creole stuff that you would like here, but I assume that there are other dishes that are a little bit more novel to us, things that we don't have an immediate analog for out here in the real world.
Giant snail.
Certainly, although I think that is also kind of a Creole thing. I don't know for sure, but I want to
Is
say
it?
it is.
But a giant mirrored shell snail.
Absolutely.
Something. Some fantasy creature.
Ruko, you tell me, what's your favorite dish? What do you like to eat around here?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Just everything.
Honestly, kind of a good answer because variety is certainly an option here. There's so much to choose from.
Yep. It's also these pond things, these pond lily things, which have a big tuber underneath and they do a good mash out of it. And they put a bunch of spices in there. There's definitely a bunch of catfish, different kinds of fish, different kinds of alligator. There's also bugs. I don't want to weird you out or anything, but there's some good ones. Also, really good ones, giant snails. If once they have that meal, I'm not really a fan. But you could take the big shell and see that shop over there. They fill it up with soup and they have this little cap you put on top of it with wood. It's like a little plug. And you can carry it around with you for lunch. So if you go out to the swamps for fishing, or if you want to go and do a mission or something, I don't know. You're out and about, you got food on the go. It's like a little bento box. I think we saw those in Kite. There's so many. There's different cacti that grow out here that are very strange. That kind of grow on trees. They're very strange. Those are good. They got fruits. You see those over there. And he's saying lots of weird words and lots of ramblings and pointings, and everything is new and weird. He's having a great time though.
I'm still reeling from the image of pouring soup into a snail shell, corking it, and saving
It's
it
a
for later.
big one. It's a big one.
No, I
And you
love
put
it.
ropes around it, and you
trace
can hold it
snail
like a
slime.
box.
Yeah.
It's like the lunchbox. They clean it. They boil it first. It's delicious.
Okay.
Fascinating. It's like a soup flask, a snail snoop, a snail,
Yes!
snail
Snail-
snoop flask.
Snoop.
And that guy over there, the foxy-looking guy, he puts the liquor in it. Don't
as,
drink it.
Put liquor in
Barf.
the soup?
as if
You
he
can light it on fire. That stuff's danger.
as if he can hear you talking. You see that this tiny little, like 3.5 foot tall kitsune, with eyes that never really open and this like brilliant ready red fur, holds up a snail shell that is almost as big as him, lifts it up and just begins chugging down something from inside of it.
He's a fan of making it very spicy. Like spicy liquor. It's already spicy, but he makes it spicier.
The belch that emerges from this tiny creature does not match the size of his body.
Ooh, it must
Liver.
be a good one.
He knows what he's about. That's good for him.
Yep.
Soup fox. Alcohol soup fox.
Oh, those little like lychees and stuff, like little spiky fruit things, weird fruits and all that.
Hell yeah. You said something about turning like the plants into kind of like a paste and then frying it up, and that sounded delicious for the
Yeah.
record. I'm so into that.
Yeah, it's like mashed potatoes, but it's like a
Yeah.
like a lily root tuber thing.
Absolutely. I was imagining like yucca fries.
Yeah, kind of
Oh,
like
that
that.
also
You can
sounds
dice
good.
it too. You can mash it, dice it. It's like a potato.
I will eat anything that you put in front of my face. So
I don't think you should say that, but okay.
any
you should say
food you
that. I'm
put in
kidding.
front of my face.
I'm
Any food
kidding.
you put. But
Wait, I meant food. What do you mean?
oh, I thought
look,
you were gonna go
try
get
this.
something gross and have me eat it,
Well, not me.
like a
Here you
cup
go.
of swamp sludge.
Those great.
He'll give you these little snacking fruits. Oh, you know there. Oh, geez, what's that one? That's one fruit that grows directly on the bark of a tree, native to North America. Fuck, what's it called? The little black fruits.
I know this one.
Oh my God, I know this one. But he'll hand those to Fetch. It's just little berries. They're good. They're sweet.
I can't read it. It's Jabu
called?
Takaba. Jabu.
Blackberries.
Just blackberries.
Just blackberries.
Ruko, as you are kind of taking a quick little tour through the food district, you spot, before he spots you,
Pawpaws.
a crocodile man, about 7 feet tall, slender lizard folk. Kind of a wiry caiman look to him, although he's quite tall. He's not small like a caiman, he is just slender like a caiman. This is Sully, the crocodile to whom you owe a lot of money. Or what was once a lot of money and is now chump change for you.
You know when Puss in Boots fucks up and he makes that face, ears down?
Mhm.
I skedaddle. I like half grab Sketch's shawl or something, but then I'm like zipping down the alleyway. I'm like gesturing.
Wait, you told me to
vigorously.
take off my clothes. I don't have anything on.
He grabbed your tail.
Okay.
Wait. Oh God. Anyway, he gets out of sight. Yeah. Huh.
I whistle.
The crocodile kind of looks up. He's leaned over a counter, nursing some sort of a drink and eating what appears to be a cricket the size of a chicken, one leg at a time.
Ew.
And he kind of looks around, and he eventually looks down at you, Tex, and without really even batting an eye at the fact that you are a cat, just kind of says, "Eh."
That way.
What's that way?
Gesture the way that Bruco went.
Do I know him? Wait a second. And he looks back to the to the server. I don't know what this is about, but give me just a second. I'll be back. You can put my tab. You know I'm good for it. And the server just kind of like nods and sends him on his way. And he starts to walk off in that direction with you if you come with him, Tex, and if not. So what's all this about?
Oh, sure. He owes you money, right?
He owes me. Wait a damn second. Is that Ruko?
Sure looks like him.
I mean, it don't look nothing like him, but I could see that son of a bitch. Is he? He thinks he can sneak past me, and he begins to barrel off in Ruko's direction. Ruko, you look behind you and you hear the plap 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 of gator feet on boardwalk as he begins slowly is chasing after you.
Wide Eyes drops all the berries, half in Sketch's hand and half on the floor. We need to go. Okay, bye-bye. Okay.
Wait, but what about all these berries? They're all over the place now. I think they're, ugh.
Forget about the berries. Okay. He's reaching into his pocket to make sure he actually has like the right amount of coins and stuff for what he owes this guy, but he's got to run.
All right, you start running.
Okay.
Give me athletics.
Skedaddle.
At disadvantage.
Oh.
Athletics?
Yeah, give me athletics at disadvantage. You need to beat a 12.
How do I do this?
Oh, that's so much fun. Tex, tell me what happens.
Boy, I think Ruko goes to run, turns to run, and in doing so, slams into one of the servers who has a large plate of dishes, all very fragile and filled with soup. And it all just goes everywhere, comes crashing down. Ruko falls on top of Sketch, and then the crocodile man comes over and trips on the soup and like slams on top of Ruko.
Oh god!
And just a pile of chaos, and as everyone tries to get up, they just keep slipping on soup and broken glass.
Yeah. The soup is also causing some of your makeup to run, and the whole thing is made so much worse. The reason that you owe Sully money is because he's a collector of fine china. And basically this exact same thing happened with Zep a couple of months ago, and you broke a bunch of his pots containing a bunch of soup. And now you've broken more pots and china containing soup. Within a few seconds, Sully is kind of comically doing the Homer choking Bart thing to you. He's just got you by the shoulders, like, Ruko, I thought you were never going to come back. You still owe me at least 12 gold. Plus, look, all of this fine china's broken. It's not mine, but you're going to owe him too. You best pay up.
Rook was jostled, and he looks at his foot. He's got a whole like, snail shell on his foot. Snail shell cup. Yeah. Kicks off. Sorry. I can repay you. I have the money. Let me go.
Let's see it. I ain't letting you go this
It was
time.
a joke.
Last time you said it was just a joke and I let you go. Then you ran off and I didn't get paid. So money first. Where's your money? Why is your friend naked?
It was just a joke.
He told me to take my clothes off. I thought it was a weird culture
I
thing.
thought he would take I thought he would take like some. Okay. Yeah. I have your money.
I'm waiting.
Here, look. Okay.
You hand over.
Can you put me down? I don't weigh much, but it's a bit distraught. Okay. Thank you.
You hand
All
over
right.
something to the tune of like 14 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Which, for the record,
I do.
is a ton of money for a commoner. He looks at you incredulous, and he counts it all out, and he holds one of the coins up, and he takes a big bite and kind of like tries to bend it. He's like, damn, where'd you get all this? You steal all this?
Nope. This was hard-earned gold. And he does this big, bright smile. I'm good for it. You see? I told you I'd repay you.
He squints. You also told me I was gonna strike a big going fishing last month's tournament, and your cards lied to me then, so.
Well, you probably just didn't do it right.
He stops. He says, all right, whatever. We're square. We're even. You don't owe me nothing now. Welcome back home. You staying long? Why are you in disguise? Wait a second. Is this, And he, like, looks over both of his shoulders. You doing some stuff with Zep again?
Well, maybe. Probably. You didn't hear from me, though. just in case, but not entirely.
Sure, I didn't hear nothing from you. I never do. But I think you best get a move on. I saw him trucking out north with, frankly, an unhealthy number of explosives, even for Zep, not too far back.
Even for him, wait.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know what he's got planned, but he had 2 boats full of it.
2 boats? Oh gosh.
2 boats. He's got it all dressed up like he's got like 17 barrels that are all labeled worms. That boy don't need 17 barrels of worms. We all know what's in there.
Oh my god, yeah, stupid. I tell him to put different things on those freaking packages.
Maybe he's just trying to feed a really big bird.
Could be a big bird.
Unless feeding a big bird
Probably
is
not.
euphemism for blowing something the fuck up, I don't think you're right. Anyway, you guys finally
Did he have the
with all
gold
of,
ring glasses on?
Oh, I didn't get a good
The
look.
goggles?
He was far off. Oh, he's always got some goggles on, but I don't see which ones.
He's always got goggles. He's got special ones for when he's doing the big boom.
Gotcha. I sure hope so. Things have been, frankly, Ruka, things have been bad around here. And he kind of like lowers his voice and he looks around and he kind of looks at a pair of Cyrilo guards over by the temple that are looking in the direction of this whole kerfuffle. And he kind of like starts to scoot around. He hands over a few gold pieces to the guy that you ran into, first of all. And then he starts to walk around the corner so you guys can break line of sight of those guards. And the whole time he's just like, things have been real bad around here. They're talking about war. They're talking about war real soon. I don't think this place is ready for war. Is that what you're here for? Is that what this is all about?
Mostly to prevent war from coming to here, I suppose. Yes, we're working on it.
Yeah, I sure hope so. Don't get me wrong, Ruko. I know what you people do, what your family's done, what Zep's done, what you've done, what your brother's done. We appreciate every red cent of effort you put into it, but they're still here. Things seem like they're only getting worse. We got your back. I don't want to give the wrong impression, but I don't know. I just hope you got something big up your sleeves.
I hear you. Things have revved up. Got more activities. And apparently Zep's got some plans in the north, you say. So,
Wait, you didn't know about that?
So, no, we just got in. I know he had some plans.
Nah, shit buckets. I probably shouldn't have been said it. I probably just spoiled some confidential. I mean, I guess it's to
No,
you, right? Like, but
we are the confidentials. Yes.
very nice.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for the info, though. And hey, I said I was good for the money. Got your money. And I'm covered in soup, and you ruined my disguise.
Well,
Oh.
I weren't the one that slipped on a snail, so, that's on you.
Hey, shut up. It's fine. All right. Well, do you know if anybody else is in town who does the wink nudge thing, like the hideout or something?
Nothing to know of. I mean, they don't really announce themselves when they're here, except Zep can't seem to do anything quiet. He only knows how to do things loud.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, thank you for the info. I hope you're doing good. We shouldn't be long here, but we're gonna fix things up.
Good as we can. Good luck.
Thank you. All right, Sketch. Oh, jeez. You're soggy.
Yeah. So
I
it's
think
probably
we
good I
should,
didn't have clothes on, because then I would have had to take them off, so...
Pulls a he throws a crawdad off your tail. Okay, yeah.
Point I
we should
emerge
get to a place.
from would be spilling over my bare hands.
You broke up a little bit. Say again.
Like emerge from the beaded curtains of a store. Beignets just spilling over my bare hands.
Hell
my
God. Amazing.
They're so hot. He's having some over.
Oh, it smells so good, though.
Yeah, we should get some of that liquor for fetch when we should have him try some of that stuff's crazy.
The soup liquor?
Well, it's not okay. They paint the shells when it's liquor.
He's not much of a drinker, really.
That's trying to be funny.
I believe.
You just have to taste it. That's it. This stuff's okay. I'm gonna go get some.
It'll make a face for sure.
That person over there is selling very slimy liquor. Like it's very
not
thick, viscous.
slimy. Oh. That
I don't
one.
know.
Oh, I haven't
Apparently, it's easier to swallow for older people.
Oh, God.
Ugh.
What a horrible series of words.
Just liquor porridge.
Oh,
Like- They call it thick.
thick liquor.
Can you just imagine, like,
It's thicker.
just, I guess it's like a Jello shot, but ground up, and it
Oh.
slowly slides down your throat. Ugh.
They call
Oh.
it ichor porridge.
Boy,
It's gross.
what a terrible day to have an imagination.
It's made from slimy fruits.
I assume that all of this is a reference
You were
to
drawn
thick
with a
water,
vor mouth.
which is
Yeah.
awful.
When you drink it and you open your mouth, it's got all that stringy stuff, so it looks like you were drawn by a vor artist.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Ugh. Okay. Well, we got intel.
We kind of got lunch.
A little
Ooh, we
thing in
do.
your.
Oh, thanks. He'll eat it.
None.
All right. Well, should we go to the place, the hideout? I think it's gonna be cooler over there.
You'll have to lead the way.
Okay, dokie. Unless you want to do shopping and linger around. I got a bunch of people I want to talk to and all these things, but we have time, I think, to do that later. Maybe.
You
I
do
don't see any-
remember why. You do remember why we're here, right? He says, and
There's so many things to do.
we have Drajak with us,
Yeah.
hidden
Do we?
in this box,
Do we? Oh, where'd
Ethan,
that come from?
unconscious still.
Ethan has essentially
Oh
just
god, the
been like
box is filled with soup now.
watching from a distance with a wagon with a box on it that has Brujak unconscious and a collar in it. An important question. Do you guys have Karaka with you, or do you leave him behind?
Was it a good idea to bring Karaka? I don't know.
That is
This
up
is
to
when I
you.
interrogate him. I think we discussed this with Karaka, or at least Ruko did. Maybe that if he
Karaka,
wants to be done with him, like this is gonna be when we're gonna like interrogate him. He doesn't want to be there for that.
right, Karaka kind of timidly asked if you could just tell Drajak that he didn't make it.
Yeah, yeah. So he wouldn't be here.
Alright. Karaka will stay back then.
But he did want to bring Karaka here eventually, just not with Drajak in a box.
That seems like it might be why.
It's kind of awkward going on vacation with your dad in a box. It's weird.
You don't have to know
It's like
it's
a
your dad in the
Dr.
box.
Seuss story.
It sure does.
The rock in the box.
Drajak in the,
The
box.
fox.
The fox. The liquor.
Dog.
Bog. Yeah.
Tex and Ethan. Let me get perception checks.
I'm gonna be looking for roof scouts, friendly ones.
Absolutely. You can also give me a perception check. Their perception checks are for a little earlier during that whole kerfuffle.
Yeah. I'm just also
Sure.
eyes out for the future. 9.
Tex and Ethan. As the kerfuffle is going on, Ethan a little bit before Tex, but both of you eventually do notice that one of the Cyril guards kind of takes note of all of this, and especially when Ruko stands up. There's kind of a moment for you, Ethan, where Ruko stands up and you can see that the soup has caused a lot of his makeup to run. And though his full appearance is not immediately revealed, it's just running. It is enough that even a casual outsider can tell that he is wearing makeup. He's wearing some sort of a disguise. And when the guard off in the distance sees that, he turns around and begins to walk off towards the Cyril temple. And Tex clocks out as well.
Uh,
Over to like I wait for the guard to leave, so he not us. Take Ruko by the kind of elbow and be like,
Huh?
"We've been made. Better change your disguise."
oh, oh, oh gosh. Okay. Ruko goes to the edge of the dock, and he leaps down to the water, catches the edge, and goes swoops under the dock and sploosh into the water, so that all the
Really need to get one of these. Just tugs in the.
As you splash down into the water, there's kind of a crisp coolness to it. And you can feel the bubbles kind of pushing their way up past you. You can feel some of the dye begin to wash off of you. And you can kind of feel the minnows spread. A couple of frogs leap away. A turtle ducks its head into its shell. You're surrounded by life here, even under the water and under the docks. In fact, especially under the docks in the high sun of midsummer.
Oh, Ruko emerges underneath the docks, the shafts of sunlight coming through the boards. He comes face to face with like a frog on a little pad. Ribbit. And he's like, "What's up?" He swims back out.
Not so bad as.
And he swims down the ways a little bit. You can like see his little shadow underneath the docks a little bit. So he reemerges a little bit further down the boardwalk. Hops back up, sopping wet. Gets rid of all of his accessory things that he was wearing to disguise himself, which is like the kind of be in a different outfit. He looks like himself more, but he's got no glasses. And
Oh. Is he blind?
He's no longer black and white. He's got his normal colors. He is fairly blind. He's okay though. He could do without seeing too much. He looks hot because he has no glasses on. I think that's how it works, right?
Yeah, that's how it works. You take it off.
That's how it works.
As soon as we
To a
get
lot of people, the glasses are.
True.
Do you need a disguise real quick? Like,
I think this will work until we get to our next location. It shouldn't be too far.
When we get to a next hiding spot, please hold on to this. He hands him a scroll of like fucking what do you call it? Illusory disguise.
Wait,
Just the old one.
I'm wet.
What?
I'm wet.
You're
You
wet.
could have just gave me. Okay.
Well, you don't
You could've-
before I could do anything.
He was already squinting at you, but now he's squinting with a meaning at you. Okay, I see your point.
Prickle Biscuit does kind of chime in. Yeah, it was basically immediate. You did not wait.
I don't like to be caught, and then you gotta be quick.
Yeah, I think you just want to be in the water. That's fine too.
That too. It's really hot. So let's get a move on if we can. Let's go down this way, down to the left.
All right, later.
He's looking up toward the tops of the roofs, but he can't see as well anymore. So, hey, if you see two kids up on the roof, and they're like all sneaky or like playing around, but they're on the roof, do this hand signal to them. It gives you like a 2 fingers crossed sort of thing and a wave.
Like a guy.
Yeah. They'll tell you and tell me what they do back, and then they'll tell us if we can enter or not to the next location.
As you guys start to kind of head off in a different direction, looking back to where you were and where the kerfuffle was, you do see that a couple of Cyrilo guards eventually begin to approach. One of them looks moderately well accustomed to the environment. He looks like he's been on patrol this whole time. But the other one is, she looks to be more of just kind of a cleric. She's probably been in the temple the entire time. And she looks miserable. She is sweating. Her face is red. She looks like she hates every second that she spends here.
Yeah. We still full iron armor on still and everything.
Absolutely. You can see that she is fanning herself with her holy scriptures. She's kind of tugged down the collar of her shirt, which you're pretty sure is sacrilege. But she kneels down and kind of like looks over the scene, tastes a little bit of the soup and spits, disgusted by it. And then begins to speak to the guard, and they kind of talk to each other. And he starts pointing in the direction of where you guys were at the time. And they both start to head that way. But at this point, you've mostly gotten out of line of sight. Let me get from all of you one stealth check.
All self check.
A stealth check from everybody.
If I'm not be stealthy, could I just roll like a deception instead?
You can. I will let you know. Well, you were kind of out of the way. Yeah, you can just give me deception. This is essentially a combination of A, playing it cool, and B, making it seem like you didn't really know those guys while the scene was happening. That's great. That's fantastic. Okay. Perfect. You guys are able to get out of line of sight and away and around the corner before it becomes a problem. Also, Frisk, you're cutting in and out a little bit. I think you might be like having internet issues, maybe? Can't tell.
It might be. It could also be the push to talk is being fucky.
Could be. Can't tell for sure. Either way, we're getting most of it, but every now and then it like kind of trails through.
Yeah, I better do something about. I don't know what to do about it.
Totally.
Did you get that? All of that?
Yep, we got all that.
Okay, cool. I think I just had to push the button real hard.
It might be, yeah.
Like, how do I get a foot pedal? Where do I get that?
The internet.
Damn.
All right, let me see. Ruko, did you already rolled a perception check to look for lookouts, right?
Yeah, it's a 16,
16.
but he asked his friends to do it because his glasses are off.
Sure. Anybody else can also give me a perception check. Their DC is harder because they don't really know what to look for as well as you do, but they can still absolutely help.
Pretty good. Hello?
Hello.
Sorry, just checking results. Okay. Uh, Ruko, actually, you are able to see before they do. As you're kind of making your way down through the southern side of town, farther away from the temple and more toward kind of just the residential areas and where a lot of fishing shacks are, a lot of logging camps, a couple of like bait and tackle shops, places where you could potentially buy or rent kayaks if you needed to, or canoes, or even mounts if you wanted to. They have some giant lizards. They have a lot of giant turtles. They have a couple of these like very big water striders. And you have to be kind of like small to ride on one. It wouldn't fit like a giant or a minotaur, but someone like you could absolutely ride on one of these giant water striders as a mount. However, as you're passing through this side of town, you do see that up on a couple of the rooftops are a couple of people that you recognize. Young kids, probably in the ballpark of 7 or 8. A pair of them. And what you see first are the kind of soft, creamy, white mushroom caps of their heads. You recognize these two myconid children as Fairy and Button. They're lookouts. They like to spend a lot of time kind of just fishing and playing near the water, or at least that's their cover story, but really they tend to be gathering a lot of information around town, keeping a track on the guards' movements, and they are able to send a warning over to the hideout if there is trouble coming. The hideout being just off of the southwest side of town on dry land, past all the boardwalk. And when they spot you, you spot them, and you see that Fairy kind of like peeks her head up over the edge of the roof, and she just like gives you a little bit of a wave and a smile.
And you guys probably never heard Ruko do his little whistle tunes, but he does a little tune like a signal back to them. He does a little wave. Keeps walking along his way, and he'll elbow all of you guys. Hey, we got eyes on us. We're good. I think we got a... Seems like we're clear? Let's go. It's just around this way.
As you give the signal, you see that she kind of like ducks back down and she nudges Button, and the two of them disappear over the edge of the roof. And as you continue walking, when you get, a couple of corners down the street, you hear a little whistle back.
Oh, hey.
They motion you over into an alley, and you see these two little myconid kids, no more than 1.5 foot tall each. Essentially little toads.
Yay.
Kind of call you over and say, "What are you doing back in town?"
Grimes. No, I'm kidding. We're gonna come and meet. We have a cargo to deliver. He looks back at the crate.
Got it. Okay. Do they know about it, or is this a surprise?
I informed them. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. There's not a lot of people here. A lot of people have been heading up north. We just sent Zep off. We're kind of in charge of watching the hideout while everybody's gone. But if you need transport, we can get you a couple turtles.
Turtles?
Yeah.
What about the lizards?
I can get you lizards if you want lizards.
I want to go fast. Okay, yeah. Okay, good. This Amar here, is he around?
I think he already headed up.
God.
I know it sounded like the plan was everybody's meeting up in Regal Water. It's
Yeah. You know.
it's not
Okay.
it's not really safe to do anything here. There's a lot of eyes
True.
out right now.
Right. So we need some transport. Okay. Good. But once we get into the safe place, then we can get ourselves kitted up.
Sure. We gotta finish a little business here. Somebody might be in trouble. But if you want to head to the safe house, we'll meet you there. It should be clear. They don't really send people over that way. I don't think they've learned about it yet.
Oh, okay. Wait, in trouble? What's happening?
Oh, it's nothing big. Tensa is trying to sneak in and get some of their spending records to figure out whether they're sending a supply here or if they're sending it up to Cape Town. And there's a couple people that are tailing her. There's no conflict or anything. We just need to keep eyes on.
Okay. All right. Ruko does a little gesture where he touches both of his ears. I'm gonna talk in private. Thank you so much. Catch you guys later.
Okay, bye.
Hi, good to meet you. I'm not supposed to know your names, and you're not supposed to know mine. Goodbye.
Yeah. Those two are crazy. They're cool though. Let's go.
You make your way. Okay.
So are they actually children, or are they just short?
Yes. I think. Wait, what? Yes.
So you guys have child labor?
No, they don't have. They have a sad story. They don't have family, so we give them money, and they like being helpful. So we said, "Hey, just watch the roads. Tell us some stuff if you wanna." And we give them food and money, and then they steal sometimes, but not really. I think they steal. I'm not sure.
They steal
I
fish.
I
wonder where
would steal.
Myconids could be children.
Yeah, that's also kind of a small factor, as Myconids have a weird life cycle.
Yeah, they got a weird life cycle, but they're like us. They're symbiotic.
I wouldn't call them children.
guess.
Okay.
Not whimsy.
Do you think if they ate another mushroom, they would get bigger? Anyway.
They're people. Let's go.
You guys continue to make your way out of town. Or at least towards the southwest side of town, where you see that there is a gate that leads down onto solid land and a road leading out of there, but you do see that there are 2 or 3 Cierlo guards that are posted at that gate. Alternatively, you can just jump in the swamp wherever you want if you'd prefer to do that. So it's kind of up to you, Ruko, if you'd rather try to play it cool and go through the gate, or try to sneak past them. Either way is fine.
Anybody want to go swimming?
I've disguised by kids.
Ooh, breaking up a bunch.
Oh my god. What did you hear?
That came through. Just that, though.
Okay. 1. Moving with this box with a body in it is torture, especially with wheels in this area. 2. I wanted to know in advance that there's a false bottom, basically. And the layer on top is like books.
Perfect. Got it. Understood. That is easy enough to set up ahead of time.
Is it waterproof?
Knowing we're going to Bogmirth? Probably yes.
Can it float?
That I don't know.
Making a floating...
Ask someone who made it.
Yeah, making a pitched A pitched, buoyant box is well within the capabilities of even an ancient technology or an ancient society. I do need a crafting check from somebody to make it.
Or we could just put it on a boat.
I mean, I could craft things.
We can borrow a boat, guys. We could just go skedaddle. over
You're
that
really
way.
good at crafting.
And it wouldn't be that hard. Like, well, maybe boats are harder than I thought.
14 is enough to pitch a box for sure. It's going to resist a splash. It's going to resist rain. It might even be okay if it's fully submerged for a second or two. It is certainly not going to float with a bunch of books and a body in it. And after a few seconds, it would start to leak.
Yeah, we could put it on a kayak.
Yeah, but as long as it's a bit waterproofy, and then we could put it on a kayak or something. Yeah, we could do that.
I have a question about how spells work.
Yes.
If someone is unconscious, do they automatically fail saving throws?
Good question. I am inclined to do it case by case, and my knee jerk is like, if it's a reflex save, they definitely fail. If it's a con save, it happens normally. If it's a mental effect, it probably happens normally. So yeah,
It'd be a fortitude.
Fortitude save, it would probably happen normally. So it depends, like, is it just their body's natural defenses, or is it them trying to, like, be strong against an effect? If you want to throw the spell, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
That sounds like active resistance. I think they would just auto-fail.
But they auto crit fail, though. Because that turns it from being a useful spell to a not useful spell, depending.
Right. What a good question. Let me go Google. Let me find out. Give me a second. Talk amongst yourselves, right, chat.
Okay. Well, the box isn't going to work too well, but yeah, I guess we could put that in the kayak and it should be okay.
Yeah, there's plenty of boats around here. I know there's a way we can go around the bridge, the gates.
If the boat tips over and then the box ends up in the water, it's not going to stay dry for very long.
That's all right, I think. We'll be with him, right?
Yeah.
Just fish him out. That kind of things. Use the muscles or something.
I potentially could turn him into a frog and then he could just breathe anyway. Wait,
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Can frogs breathe underwater? Or do they have little lungs?
Why didn't we just turn him into a frog and keep him in our pocket this whole time?
Well, I forgot we had
someone. Yeah.
Well, it depends. Usually it doesn't last very long, but like, I'm thinking that maybe if they're unconscious, that it could last longer. Potentially, the spell can last forever. So,
Okay, I have an answer. It turns out being unconscious gives you a big penalty to reflex, but your other saves are unaffected, and I think that is how I rule it. Because I would do the same if it was you. I wouldn't make you auto crit fail a fort save just because you're unconscious. That feels like it would be devastating.
yeah.
So the answer is that he will make a fort save as normal despite being unconscious.
Yeah, another question. Are we going to be on a river at some point?
Certainly. Absolutely.
And for how long? I asked Ruko.
Ruko, give me nature or survival.
Hold on. I'm sorry. One sec. Can you
believe it.
help me with that roll real quick?
Yes, I got you.
Thank you.
Ruko knows that there is going to be a lot of it, and on a 10 survival understands that all rivers eventually lead to a sea. So theoretically, since you're heading out towards the sea and then an island, you could find a river and take it all the way to the sea, potentially. That might add more time than just walking in a straight line, but even walking in a straight line, you'll spend some time going up and down rivers for sure. It's a very wet environment here. Probably, let me go pull up the map.
Because I have boats. I just don't know how many we're going to end up using.
might use a lot. Well, it depends.
I got a bunch of like swan boats. They last a day each. I have 5. I don't know if we need more. In theory, like discussing where we go, I could ask you how long it would take.
True, DM, can you recap here? So we're in Bogmirth now, because it's a quick teleport.
Yeah.
Had a little visit, and we got this whole guy in a box. So we're gonna go and venture all the way across to get to Regal Water. That's the point. We gotta
Correct, yeah.
traverse all of Blumaville.
On foot, you're looking at about 170 miles, roughly, to get to the coast if you just take a straight line towards Regal Water. And I'll double check and see how many days that is. I want to say it's probably like a week on foot through the marsh. The first third of that would be along this river here. So you'd be on the river for at least the first third going in a straight line. Alternatively, this border follows the river. So if you go east instead, you'll be on the river all the way out to the coast. It will be faster for sure because you're flowing downstream towards the ocean. The problem is that then you would have to follow the coast for about 120 miles. So I'll do a little math while you discuss those two
That's
options.
scary. I do
I
like
could
the nice.
with my new relic, I could potentially help us move faster. I can summon some nature spirits to help us, and we go quite a lot faster.
Sounds
Help
great.
us navigate, traverse terrain, and stuff like that. So
That'd be great too. I've got some mundane ways to help too. We got ski cicadas. It's a how do I okay. You saw that giant cricket earlier, right? We bred these gigantic cicadas that can flap their wings real fast and they kind of give you like a fan boost, like a catamaran.
They work well in seawater.
No, I'm not sure about that, but maybe. But over the swamps and the canals, the rivers, yeah, they're pretty good. We can get giant.
Are they allowed?
Kinda, but I mean, it's not that uncommon if you're doing like a long venture.
Pictures that a regular cicada is so loud. I can't imagine a big one.
It's mostly just buzzy air instead of like screaming for sex.
yeah.
Or we could do the crocodile, the caiman ones, or the water skippers. We got different boats. Well, we got many ways to transport. I personally think we should go through the land route because we have the resources here to get up and go. And depending on when and, well, I guess where my companions are going to the north, maybe we should follow wherever they were going because they're going north, same direction, right?
That's fine. I just want to know, like, I just want everyone to know I have boats in case we need them.
Probably need them definitely by the water. Pretty sure.
You're very prepared. I like that. That's helpful. Thank you.
What do you mean boat? Like a big boat?
It's 32 people.
Jesus.
That's a big boat.
Pretty big fish
boat.
Yeah. It's like a
Small
swan.
yacht.
Yeah. Oh, it's like
He
a
like
ferry.
holds up little.
It's like a swan ferry. That's
Yeah.
fun.
Well, like he holds up like an arrow or like a bolt with this strange kind of golden feather on it. It's one of these.
Amazing.
Whoa.
And if you have arrows or bows or crossbows, I can lend you one of these just in case you get separated and there's a flood or something.
All right. I think the straight line path might work. Depending on intel.
All right, perfect.
Is 50 feet decent speed in water?
50 feet is a quite good speed in water. That's actually slightly faster than what I calculated above. So you'd get through the river in less than a day. In fact, if you leave immediately, you'll probably get to the end of the river by like sundown.
Okay, so we can use one of these and then get the rest on foot.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
DM.
Yes.
What about the hideout? Any way to find out where Zep and friends are going with an extraordinary amount of explosives? Because
Absolutely.
that's a bit on my mind.
That information will be at the hideout for sure, and you guys are close to it. You can actually basically see it. The big question is just, do you walk past the guards out the gate, or do you like do a sneaky way over to it? We're kind of unwinding all the way back to that question.
Very good. All right, excellent. I will find somebody who is manning a boat, scout him out with my blind eyes. I want to borrow a boat. What do you guys think?
Absolutely.
Just go around the gate, load up, get a boat, go around.
You guys have so many friends in the city. If you'd like to try that, you can just give me a diplomacy check to look for somebody.
Let's do that. I can't roll higher than 10 anymore.
If we have a hero point, use it.
If I have master,
We have 2 now,
it's
actually?
just useless.
You do have 2 hero points.
I don't want to use it out of principle.
Oh my god, my food's here. I'll be right back.
What? Charisma 5, master plus 6, fast friends. Of course I roll a 2 every freaking time. Watch this.
That's how it works.
Check this out. Oh, look. Actually, wait. That's better.
Hell yeah, much better.
Wow.
10 more.
You do find that old Pete is just about to ship off and do a little bit of fishing. And old Pete, this like short little red lizard folk guy, is more than happy to load you guys all up. Yeah, I'll sneak you past authorities. I'll sneak anyone past any authorities for any reason, honestly. But especially you, Ruko, all your friends. We need you now more than ever. So you say the word, hop on in. What's in the box?
Books, he says slyly.
Oh, I love books. I've been thinking about learning to read.
Yeah, good luck, buddy. All right.
The
Let's
picture
go.
ones are real nice, but I've heard, and you tell me if this is true because I haven't figured out for sure yet, but I've heard from people that I trust and I love and respect that if you learn to read, it's like making pictures in your mind.
It is. It's pretty cool. You could do it. I'm sure you could.
I know I could. I can do anything I set my mind to. Right now, I just feel like fishing, so that's what I'm going to do.
You feel like drinking?
I never stop. Are you kidding?
Yeah. Hey, I'll pay you what you're gonna get for your fish today. And then, just as a tip, we got some good monies. Feel like we're bringing it back to town. You can enjoy yourself, right?
You are too kind. You're too kind. I'll take it, though. I'll always take your money.
All right, let's go do crimes.
All right, some crimes.
He says like he's joking.
We're gonna go here, get snuck boat.
He is sneaking you onto a fishing boat.
Smuggle
He's
boat.
going to essentially just smuggle you past the guards and land over closer to the hideout.
There's like a mud skipper catfish that's like semi-aquatic that like hisses at one of you when you get close to the little box.
True.
Hey, these guys are doing pretty good this year. Look, that guy's thick.
Good harvest. Good harvest.
Nice. Yeah.
He hops you down, and he's going to make a quick little smuggling check. The amazing news, and perhaps another revealing feature of the landscape for those who are not familiar with this area, you quickly learn when the entire place is a swamp and waterways, it's so easy to go wherever you want to go. There are no walls, there's a gate, but that gate is basically a symbol more than anything else. Anybody can just kind of come and go as they please here, assuming they're willing to go through the swamp.
True. Like these boardwalks are for hanging around town and heavy cargo that can't get wet, which you kind of just assume most things get wet around here. Everything's mostly boat based.
Absolutely. And with a 19, that is way more than enough for him to get you guys to hop in and head off on a fishing trip that quickly takes a diversion down here towards the southwest to a little cabin nestled underneath a very large mushroom down a little river straight, pretty far from the boardwalks of the capital city of Bogmarth. It takes about 45 minutes to get there. There's no sign of any Cyrilo presence around here. Every now and then, they would send taxmen out to gather, but that is kind of like a once-a-month event. It's not like they do constant patrols out here. And as such, this place is pretty safe. Let me go pull up a map.
It also feels pretty cool as you go deeper into like the moss and the overhanging trees and stuff. Now that we're out of direct sunlight, it's like, ooh, okay.
True. Oh, and I did forget to mention, again, this probably doesn't even cross Ruko's mind because he's just so used to it, but the rest of you notice that as you get farther from the city, that low hum gets more and more and more distant. And you still have no idea what it does at first until about 6 or 7 minutes after the last you hear of it, when Sketch and Tex start to feel the first mosquito bites.
Oh dear.
It's nothing that requires saves or anything, but it quickly becomes clear that the city is warded from mosquitoes and certain other pests. And when you get too far from the city, then you have to start dealing with them the old-fashioned way.
Ruko's fishing in his pockets for a little handheld thing that would repel them, but I don't think he has it.
Excellent.
God damn it.
Old Pete has just kind of a chameleon tongue and is doing his part to essentially just snap them up as they get too close.
Pete, did you ever fix your shack?
Hell no, why not spend money on my shack? My shack does just fine.
God damn it, okay.
Why you need a shack?
I'm telling you, you should fix it. You think things gonna you're tilted the whole way. You're a crazy guy.
I will become one with the swamp, and then I'll make a new shack.
Okay. Yes, that's your thing.
Real estate's a scam. Anybody ever tell you that?
Yeah.
It's a
You're gonna
scam,
be
I'll tell you.
soggy.
It's a conspiracy by Big Building trying to sell more buildings.
We built most of our buildings. This was a stupid Cyrillin. Okay, yeah, you're good. Okay,
Yeah,
keep
you're
going.
You're so right. Eventually, you get dropped off at this little shack, kind of tucked away in the middle of nowhere, out in the middle of the swamp, 45 minutes away from Bogmirth. And as you get here, it is mostly quiet, except for a single figure who steps out. Ruko. I'm not sure if you were expecting to see him here. He doesn't spend a lot of his time here. You do see that as the door swings wide to welcome the boat in, your dad, Malachi, locks eyes with you. And instead of a typical greeting or a secret hand sign or anything like that, he just kind of cocks his head a little bit and opens the door and motions for all of you guys to come in.
Ruko's posture and everything has become small, but he's glad to see him. She'll give a nod and look to the rest of the party.
Box in.
All right, let's load up.
Slap the small of your back to make you straighten up. Back.
Yep. Okay, let's go.
It isn't until
Chin up,
everybody-
you're a hero.
He'll let the rest of you guys all kind of just get things here. Okay.
You let everybody else through first, so that it's just you waiting outside and Malachi at the very end. And he is looking past you. He's looking around. He's looking a little bit at Pete. And then he just looks to you. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Where you
Good.
fallen?
I think we had all of our eyes on the waters and everywhere that we've traveled, so as far as I can tell,
Anyone see you in
should be
town?
solid. He gives the lizard guy. That's about it.
All right. Come on in. Yeah. And he closes the door. And inside you can see that there's just kind of a simple cabin. There's a table that has some papers spread out around it. Some shelves that have boxes and crates. A little cabinet that has some food in it. A simple oven that keeps the place warm when necessary. Although right now it is hot enough that it doesn't need to run. A lot of fishing equipment. just basic things for a cabin to keep it running throughout the season. And he looks to all of you and says, "Make yourselves at home. Hi, I'm Malachi Zorakai. May I ask what brings you all out here?"
We've got a giant killer in a box.
You're part of that.
Yep.
He looks to the box, and he kind of steps towards it, and he gives you a look that silently asks, is it okay for him to crack it open?
Mm-hmm.
Be under the books.
He takes it open, and he sees all the books, and you explain to him. He starts to lift one end of it as if to just peek. And he lifts and lifts until he can just sort of make out, in the shadows of this box, the quietly breathing face of Drajak the Red, still wearing the collar to keep him unconscious. And he just kind of stares at it for a second. And he looks up to Ruko. He closes the box.
Now Ruko looks a little bit smug, but also nervous.
He helps to put the top of the lid back on, and he sets some things on top of it, just like some shoes and a platter full of silverware and a crate full of something, as if to make it look inconspicuous and inaccessible, were somebody to walk in that door at any moment. And he walks over to you, Ruko, and he puts a hand on each of your shoulders. He was going to kill you.
I know it was dangerous. I know. I'm sorry. Well, we got him. It's fine.
Ruko. You're alive, aren't you?
Got a little bit of a pouty face. I don't know. He's looking down.
Are you safe? You healthy? You hale?
Yeah. I'm good.
He nods. It's a good start. It's a dangerous man. I've heard about him before. I was worried. He turns to all of you. I assume all of you, I have to thank for that. Thank you for keeping my boy safe. I take it you'll be heading up north to Regal Water. We've got a couple of and out of character, what did you call those cicada things?
Ski-cadas.
We got a couple of ski-cadas that can get here in about 45 minutes if you want to do that. It'll be pretty quick.
We also call them skeeters.
Skeeters is also pretty good.
Get the ski.
Don't know about the box. Ski-cadas are real good. They work on water and on land. They're real fast, but they aren't made for towing a lot of heavy stuff. We had an ATW, but Zep just took it with a bunch of worms.
ATW.
Oh, an all-terrain wagon.
Oh.
Oh, he took that.
Yeah, Zep took the ATW. He made it, so I guess he's got first claims to it, but...
I know, but it's so cool. I want it.
Something about volatile worms. I take it those weren't
What?
really worms.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I'll get the skeeters coming on up. I was on the fence about whether or not I should come. Truthfully, I didn't think you'd be stopping here, so I was deciding whether to go there and meet you there for this. The place will be quiet if nobody's here. I suppose I could leave Button and Fairy to watch it. Should I come, is what I'm asking.
Yeah. I mean, you still got adventure in you, don't you?
If I, being very honest, I hope that this trip has very little adventure in it and we are just delivering some cargo and then you can get safely back to somewhere far away where nobody's looking for you. Right?
Yeah. Or maybe it'll be just so safe here that we all can just, hang around, be here, that kind of thing.
Ruko, I know you've heard the news. It's not safe here.
The news sucks.
The news does suck. You're right. That's why you need to be far away, somewhere safe.
Well, I think you should come with.
I'll come with. Let me send word out to the kid. I'll get them to watch play. What are we doing about that box?
I kind of think drinking games on top of it would be kind of funny, but also we're doing a mission, so probably not.
Are you?
We're gonna take it with us. We need to interrogate him.
Right. What I mean is the Skeeters aren't going to be able to tow that thing. You got another plan?
Oh, well.
Boat.
Boat works. That'll get us most of the way there. You got a way to transport on land, or we just haul on it?
Well,
Swap boats.
we got some, do we have any of the mounts? The gator mounts?
We can wrestle up a gator when we get there. I'll put a word out.
Yeah, get some for tugging and also for just someone along with us. If we ever capsize or something, I don't see why we would, but, cover our bases.
Do the alligators travel in packs? Can we get 2 of them? Those bites were really good earlier. I want more of that.
Yeah. We got friendly ones that we got.
Okay. I'm sorry.
It is a little strange, I guess, that we
Yeah.
got some gators that we use as mounts and others that we eat, but, I suppose that's not too different for most other animals.
What do you
There's
call
there's different breeds.
a
There's
group
different breeds.
of crocodiles?
A conniption.
A conniption of crocodiles?
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if that's actually true, but it's true in this world for sure.
It's a parliament.
Ooh, Parliament's fun. I'm checking right now. Oh, apparently it depends on if they're in land or if they're in water. If they're on land, it's called a basque, and if they're in the
Weird.
water, it's called a float.
Oh, that's fun.
With that said, I do think it's a conniption.
Really cute.
All right.
We'll
Yeah,
put
so
word
we
out.
get
We'll get
those
a croc
together.
here. It'll be here in 3 or 4 hours, I think. There's still lots of stuff moving around, but I think I can arrange that. In the meantime, y'all hungry? You smell like you just ate a lot of soup, actually.
Well, there was a kerfuffle. Well,
There was a kerfuffle.
we're wearing a lot of soup. It's okay. I paid for the broken stuff.
Was there was Ruko. There was a kerfuffle and there's broken stuff. Was this in town?
I bumped into somebody, maybe.
Did anyone see this kerfuffle?
Who sees kerfuffles?
He looks past Ruko to the rest of you.
A few guards.
He nods.
I was also collateral damage.
Alright. Okay. Alright. Why don't we...
It was fine. I was in disguise, and then it happened, and then I was not in disguise, and then we escaped, and they didn't see us.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Let's play it safe anyway. Let's go on foot. We'll take the skeeters with us, although we won't be able to ride them. I'll hold one end of the box if one of y'all can get the other end. And let's see if we can get maybe up to the border. Let's see if we can meet somebody with some gators up there.
Wait. The skeeter, as in like the water ski guys, the little water dance things.
Or the cicada things that you were
Water
talking about.
skippers. The cicada things. It's like a airboat, those little guys on a boat to air propel. And,
Oh, I love that. Like a
Yeah.
hoverboat.
Yeah. Well, sort of, yeah. Or like a boat with a big fan on the back.
Yeah,
They're just
like a
big ass bugs.
It's a giant
cicadas.
cicada-powered hoverboat.
Yeah.
I'm
A
so,
ski, like a water
into it.
I'm
ski.
so unbelievably
cicada.
on board for this.
I hate it, but
Yeah,
A cicada.
we don't need a gator at all. We have a pair of cicadas. Those can tow.
Yeah, but for the land.
Yeah.
But for the land.
I mean, it's a
we want some
hoverboat. The
gators
whole
to,
point
like-
of a hoverboat is it can go over both.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why hoverboats are used out there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You just tilt the big bug and you can go forward, or you just put them up and you can hover.
You know what? That'll work just great. I'll get a couple cicadas sent this way. We'll need about 35, 45 minutes for him to get here. That should be enough time if nobody saw you in town. Nobody followed you. Kick your legs up. Let's relax a little bit. And while we're at it, and he kind of walks up, and he just kind of takes a seat on one of the rocking chairs out on the porch. Why don't you come tell me what you've been up to? I haven't heard from you in a while.
Nervous tail flick. Okay. Yeah, but he looks happy. He's just really nervous, but he around his dad. I don't know. He's always trying to perform, but
It's got you all anxious for, huh?
I haven't been home in forever. I don't know if I should. You said go away, and I did, and then now we're here, and I'm here.
It sure ain't safe for you.
Things are bad.
I don't think you should stay. Things are bad, Rico. Things are real bad, but by the sound of it, you've brought somebody very valuable that could be very helpful. I'm sure Amar would appreciate what you've done. He tried for a long time to tell us that we should... he told us that you had sent some information about a radio, and we weren't sure what to make of it. And he insisted that we let you try it, and we told him no. And I found out about 3 days ago that he gave you everything you needed to try it anyway, without our approval. Is that right?
Well, I guess so. I didn't know he did it without your approval. Whoa. Wow.
He smiles
But
a bit.
I did it.
Yeah, for all he does, following rules ain't one thing he's good at. But you're alive. How did it go? I take it that was your first real mission.
Yeah, there was some crazy things that happened along the way. But yeah, it was pretty. Ruka lightens up at this. He's got things to talk about. It went really well. We oh jeez, story mode time. He goes and he just regales the whole story about the lighthouse and the cool coral guys and the awesome staff and the weird little duplicate irradias. Oh jeez, it was terrifying.
You still have that staff?
All that stuff. I've been waiting for a replacement.
Do you show him the staff?
Yeah.
He takes a look at you, and he takes a look at the staff. Give me a perception check.
Oh boy. And Ruko's proud of it, so he stands up straight, like proud of himself for once. Because it looks really cool in his hand. Alright, perception?
Yeah.
Got my glasses back on.
Sure do. When you stand up and you show him the staff, is when it clicks on his face that he is looking at a spirit weaver. And he's a very stoic man. He does a lot to not show any sort of a reaction to it. And you see that for a very, very brief moment, the spark of a hope and a recognition twinkles in his eye for just a second before it is completely overwhelmed by a terrified fear. He doesn't have the strength to say this out loud, but on a 27, you can see in his face that he is already beginning to wonder which mission will get you killed.
Right. As soon as Ruko sees the fear like that timidity that he started with is like kind of reinserting itself, and he like puts the staff back and say, okay. But we're safe. It's okay. Yeah, sorry. It was yeah.
You don't have to be sorry, Ruko. It sounds like what you did was very helpful. I'm just scared, okay? all of this, nothing out here is safe. That's the point of all of it. I just can't help but wonder what's worth fighting for if we don't have at least one thing that lives a normal life in safety. What's it going to be worth at the end of this if I lose all of you?
Yeah, Ruko's just eyes down, ears back. He's listening, and yeah. We'll try to be safe as best we can. That's all I can do.
Which lighthouse you say that was?
Lotelier.
Your mother did a brief stint, not at a Lotelier, but at the one west of Regal Water. She had almost the same smile on her face when she held that staff the first time.
I mean, it is a pretty cool staff.
It's a pretty cool staff. He stands up.
Upset.
He stands up, and he walks over to you. And he just puts a hand on top of yours. Please be safe, Ruko. Promise?
Looks up at him. I promise. I'll just lean in and like give him a hug. Kind of like a timid one at first, but he means it.
He was never going to take the first move because that's the person that he has always been. But when you do, is when he throws both his arms around you and tries very hard to hide a single sniffle.
I'm glad to see you.
It's good to see you. As you...
Now I'm going to be so much cooler than Amar when I show him one-uppers. Maybe a little.
Are you still comparing yourself to him?
He's a cool guy.
What makes you think you aren't?
He just looks up at him with like a grumpy like pout.
You got a staff. What's cooler than wearing glasses and have a staff?
What's not? Okay.
Your mother was one of the coolest people I knew.
She was style. Yeah. Okay.
Tell me about your friends. Who are they? Do you trust them?
Yeah. They're well, yes.
Well is
They're
not
all
a good
aligned on the
start.
same message. Well, they're weird, usually.
That's
but
also
they're
not a
all
good
on the
start,
same
Rico.
message. They are on the same mission. We're all aligned. We all have the same enemies.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a lot to say. And yeah, we definitely have the same enemies. Let me tell you. I don't know how to. I could go through everybody, but regale.
Sometimes the enemy of our enemy is a friend, and sometimes they're just using you. You sure these people aren't just using you? Oh my God, Rico. Where'd you tell me about them one by one? Where'd you find these people?
Well, they're not using, not okay. Nothing's ever just black and white. You see, They probably have their own missions, but 90% of the missions are all working together. I should just say that yes, we are all good. I think you should just talk to them. Actually, maybe I'm not.
He pats you on the head and walks past you to go into the cabin again, and he's going to walk up to probably Ethan first.
Right.
Probably
Just as he walks, just real quick, like as he walks in, Ruko like literally always does this when he talks to his dad. So he slumps back in the rocking chair and just like, damn it.
Ethan, you see a Fossa man, old, probably in his early 50s or so. Wrinkles under his eyes, starting to get gray around the muzzle. He says, it's my understanding you've been traveling with Ruko. You helped him out were you part of the lighthouse?
We were on the same mission. Yes. I think small place that
Breaking up.
You broke up after we were on the same mission.
yeah, we're on the mission. Athens has been. Do you hear this at least?
Yeah, we're good. We're good so far.
Okay, good. I am pushing so hard on this push to talk and hoping it just stays.
Yeah.
Athens been he's probably been trying so hard not to eavesdrop on their conversation, but it's such a small place and there's so
True.
few places to go to in this house that isn't like eavesdropping.
Absolutely. I would call it like
So
a
he's-
DG7 perception. It's very easy.
My passive takes that. I think
got
he's
it, yeah.
actually just sweeping to try and give them their privacy. He's found something to do,
Perfect.
and he just says, we were in the same mission. Yes, bore witness to your son's talent and bravery and his connection with the spirits.
His connection to the spirits.
Oh, he connects with the spirits very easily. Speaks with them as if they were friends. And then they do become friends.
I see. Okay. And you're a mercenary and adventurer? I don't recognize your accent.
That makes sense. I am from Unyo, the deserts.
You're a long way from home.
I'm a long way from home everywhere I go.
He smiles. Yeah, that's a mood. That's a mood for sure. And what brings you out here for all of this?
Well, I suppose I want to help Ruko. And I want to... How do I say this politely? Fuck the heart of Cyrillin. Fuck it to death.
He claps you on the shoulder. You know what? Sold. I'm sold. I'm good. Everything's good. I think I like you. What's your name?
Athen.
That your real name?
It is my real name. This is
Ooh.
not my real face.
Points off, but okay, points up. All right. We're doing good. We're doing good. How about you? And he looks over the sketch. What's your name?
Sketch's mouth is probably full. He has used an ability on his relic to change it into a spear and is spearing fish and then eating them.
Bro,
Excellent.
you've done how not to eat.
You're supposed to eat crawfish, not raw fish.
Listen, there's so much food here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stock up a little bit. I guess I can't really. I could be drying it, but I'm just kind of eating it.
I guess stocking it in your stomach counts.
Anyway, I'm here because Ruko and Tex, the cat over there, they saved me from my slave masters at the circus. I know that sounds insane, but that's true.
Ruka saved you from slave masters at a circus.
Yeah, we ran away. They worked out though. They got me to safety. So
Sorry, It has been a long time since I got that far south, but your markings, you're a weaver.
yeah, from Zulakara. Cheeky. I have a twin, but he's not here.
You have a twin.
Yeah. Looks just like me. I mean, mostly. The eyes are different. His are both the same color.
Okay. Or is he not here because he's having weird dreams and feeling bad? Or is it something else?
No, we just we needed to split up for a little bit. Our mom's in a situation and time is of the essence, so we split up to take care of a couple different things.
I see. I hope that goes well. All right. So you're doing this for your mom.
And for Ruko, Tex. I'm here for everybody.
Okay. And Tex, and he looks over to you, Tex.
Yeah.
And there is a moment of him connecting some dots and starting to piece some things together. How long you been traveling with Ruko?
Three hours?
Give me a deception check.
That's true.
It
I haven't
is
seen him
true.
in 8 months.
That is kind of true, actually, yeah. Good answer. All right. Are you, by any chance, did you deliver mail for a while?
A little while.
All right. Okay. I think I like you. And then he goes and has a...
Big mistake.
He goes over and has a talk with Foster, which I'm sure goes splendidly, but we'll play that one out when he gets here. And as all of this is starting to wind down, you guys hear the beating of giant cicada wings and the sound of wooden skips kind of skipping along the surface of the swamp. As there are a pair of essentially wooden raft hover boats that have these like leather balloons along the bottom to capture and shape the wind that is being funneled into a big cone by a pair of tethered giant cicadas at the backside of either one of these things that simultaneously propel backwards and also downwards because of the cone that thrusts the air downward. Each of which is being piloted by a tiny Myconid until eventually Fairy and Button pull each of these hovercraft up towards the backside of the dock here.
Oh, they're everywhere.
They hop. And we're runners. It's what we do. We run. We do things around town. Speaking of which, we've got to run. But these should be good to go. They've been recently fed. There's a little bit of extra feed under here, and he lifts up a like compartment under one of the chairs where you can see that there is a bunch of there's a huge writhing mass of smaller crickets that are just constantly chirping in the darkness underneath one of these seats. That'll last you a few days at least.
Thank you, runners.
Off we go. And they both start to skip off. They hop out and begin to trudge through the swamp back towards the city. Malachi is going to step down onto one of them and kind of takes the pilot seat. Then he does look up to all of you and say, any of you know how to operate one of these things?
This is the first time I've seen them.
Yeah, no.
He looks to Ruko.
I should know, right?
Yeah, without even saying anything, he just kind of smiles and motions you over to the other one.
Ooh, they got the blue-shelled ones. You guys are thick.
All right, take it slow. We'll follow the river. You know all the signals. You know what to do. I don't gotta tell you anything. You're all grown up, aren't you?
Yeah, I think we got it. I think we're good.
He takes a seat and waits for everybody to get aboard, including the big box. In case it matters, do you throw the box on your own vehicle or on Malachi's, and who rides with who?
arrive with the box.
There are multiple vehicles.
There are. There's you've got one, and your dad's got one. You got 2 hovercraft.
Ah, yeah.
I run
Wow.
up against Ruko and then I hop onto Malachi's.
Incredible.
Went for dad. What? No Skikado tokens back? The
Yeah.
thing you just heard about 2 hours ago?
Yeah, you'll have to forgive me for not having a token ready for this one immediately.
No,
You
Skikada.
skicadas. You better believe I'm gonna have a skicada for next time, though.
Skikada.
It's a gigantic bug. Excellent lift. All right.
Perfect.
Very cool,
I do
very
want
gross.
I do kind of want to ride with Malachi because it's like an adventure with him. What else is on our boat here? Is just nothing. Just like transport us boat and the other one with the box.
Yeah, essentially. The only reason you needed 2 is because it would be hard to fit all of you and the box on one. So it's
Yeah.
basically just 2.
Okay, makes sense.
With the 10, you're gonna make camp a few times. You can also try to just like call out as you're piloting, but you do quickly find that as soon as everybody's on and he starts his up and you kind of kick yours up, they're so loud. They're so unbelievably like just like a real hoverboat. It's a giant fan blasting at all times, except this time it's also a cicada, so it's even louder.
Yeah, it's not like a cicada singing for sex, but it is loud wings. Like,
For sure.
Imagine it's like deeper, the sound.
Absolutely.
yeah, you don't want to be around them when it's when they are singing. Straight up vibrate your eardrums. But I'll ride the other ship so we can have somebody operating as well who knows how to operate it. So
For what it's worth, nobody else seemed to know how to operate it, but anybody can try. You can give me either land vehicles or air vehicles or animal handling, or which I think is just nature and Pathfinder.
I could do nature or attempt to.
I could do nature.
question: can I use bardic lore?
Bardic lore can be used for almost anything knowledge related, but not for like operating skills and stuff like that.
Knowledge about how to operate a boat.
For the record, you can
Can I
absolutely
use? No, go ahead.
you can absolutely use bardic lore to know how to operate one of these things. Whether that translates to
Could I-
practice is a little different.
Could I opt for society since this is my society and my cool boats?
I'll let you.
I mean, I've been around these things. I
Oh.
gotta,
I will absolutely let you help yourself with the society check. If you can beat a 15 society,
Okay.
I'll give you a +1 to your piloting check.
Okay.
Can I
I'll
use
do-
circus lore? If you can steer an elephant, you can steer a cicada.
Although they're the same thing.
Oh,
But it's
boy.
also
Yeah.
nature. Nature is the animal handling.
Yeah, my nature is better, so I'll just use that.
I'll just give you the help action.
Using hero point.
I'll give you the aid. I just failed aid.
Oh
Actually, don't know.
I
Actually, don't know these. I think it is 15 in this campaign for help.
Here,
Or they will
I-
reduce
I
it to
re-
10.
I re-rolled using a hero point. It's
Perfect.
17.
Okay. On a 17, you've got your +1. And then, Sketch, are you piloting? So who's actually piloting? It's Malachi and one other person.
Oh, okay.
Sketch
Unless you
probably.
want to take over. He'll gladly just sit back if you guys want to pilot both.
Yeah, let's give it to his son, who doesn't seem to know how. He knows how.
For the
but-
record, I was going to say on a
that was
17, he knows everything about operating these things. He's just never actually done it before.
Yeah.
So, like, theoretically, this
He
could
knows
go
the
great.
theory. He passed the driver exams written part.
There's only one way to learn.
You can do it.
It's
I have
about
the
moving
pest
the
form
cones.
spell, so like I can turn into the cicada, and I kind of get it. Being a bug is pretty gross.
Cool.
Yeah, well, we need another driver.
I mean, I could try. But
Oh my god. Like father, like
Try.
son. He's so good at this and he tattoos it.
Wait, this guy did a huge nature check.
Yeah, so Sketch, you look over and you see that Ruko's dad is having trouble getting his Cicada to cooperate with him, and you feel like you could do a better job if you wanted.
Mr. Rugo's dad, I didn't get your name, or I did and I didn't remember. It's Malachi. That's it. I could give that a try if you want.
You see there's almost like a moment where his instinct is to be a little indignant, but then he looks back at you and specifically at your markings, and he's like, yeah, actually, if you don't mind. And he kind of just
question.
Yeah, what's up?
Are cicadas animals?
Cicadas are animals. Well, the whole contraption is called a cicada. It is powered by a giant cicada.
Right. May I then instead use diplomacy?
Do you have a way to use diplomacy on animals?
I do. Here, let me post it.
Fantastic.
I got this. I got this after the coming of age with Feck and Sketch.
Incredible.
Feck and Sketch.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So we'll have Malachi and Sketch kind of working together as a team on one with Tex on that boat. And then we'll have Ethan and Ruko and Foster on the other boat with Ruko and Ethan kind of working as a team. So let me get diplomacy from Ethan and let me get a nature check.
+2.
Yeah, Ethan has a +2 to your diplomacy, and then I need nature from Ruko with your +1 because of your society check.
Damn, 17.
17? Or no, 18.
I think I rolled. Oh yeah, 18. Hey, both got 18. But you have a help. Oh wait, I have a hero point. Let me do that. I have 2 hero points, and we're ending soon.
I will say you've already got everything that you need. You don't have to spend it if you don't want to.
God damn it. Anyway, yeah, still the same. Still an 18.
Okay. You guys are able to set up just fine. Working together, you eventually get the cicadas under control, and you take to piloting with no problem whatsoever. And as you start
yelling at the cicada.
Yeah, basically. I assume that, like, diplomacy to a cicada involves you imitating cicada noises, which is real horrible.
So that's really terrible.
As you guys start to skip off under the hot midday summer sun through the swamp, kicking up water behind you to the sound of cicada wing, there is a point where Sketch kind of takes over piloting on the left boat, which leaves Malachi and Tex in the back. Malachi kind of sits back, and he starts to just kind of feel the wind kicking through his fur, and he reaches into a pouch and pulls out a big tobacco pipe. And he does kind of look over to you, Tex, say, you smoke?
That'll kill you.
Yeah, a lot of things will.
Over on the other boat, you hear this.
You're gonna need that. Why would the name Zorakai be on a tomb beneath the Church of Balis?
He was reaching to light his pipe, and he stops, and he kind of puts it down, and he scratches his head a little bit. It's an old family name. They've killed lots of us, but I don't know why they'd give any of us a burial. They usually burn us. Are you implying that you know that there is such a thing?
I figured that was kind of apparent, but yeah.
I can't say that I rightly know. Balis. Balis, like the god of Dominion, Balis.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't ring any bells.
Lobster hands.
Lobster hands Balis, they call him. I don't know. I can ask Amar when we get there. I don't have as much clearance as a lot of them do. They might know, but I don't know. Is that why you're really here?
No. I was just curious.
I take it he didn't know. And he looks across to the other boat.
You kidding? I told him he'd run off in there and get himself killed.
He... ha 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 ha. Interesting. He looks back at you. He looks kind of past your face, down to the backpack, the dagger, the two tails. What you got two tails for?
Was that a knowledge check to see if he knew who I was?
It was not. He's trying to figure out what you are. He's sussing out that you're not a creature. Or not a beast, I should say. You're something else.
He gets a +1.
Did you have like a reputation thing?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's fucking radical. All the same, all he asks is, what you got two tails for?
I don't know. What do you got 2 feet for?
Fair enough. Touche. I don't got a good answer for that one. I'm sure somebody smarter than me does. What I mean, though, is the gods made me with 2 feet. I don't usually make cats with 2 tails.
They don't usually make cats that can talk.
That, actually, I can... You'd be surprised. That part didn't throw me off too much. But... I take your meaning. I won't pry. You haven't told him because you're worried he'll run off, get himself killed. And you don't want that to happen because you care about him?
No, I need him alive to get into a body that does not have 2 tails. Well, isn't this.
I see. I got it now. I get it. Every day passes that I don't have him right in front of my eyes, he gets more and more like his mother. So you're a spirit of some sort then?
Mm-hmm. In the flesh.
And he's helping.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. All right. Everything's clicking together. I spent all these years thinking I was keeping him safe. Turns out he was just doing all of it under my nose anyway. And apparently he's gotten quite good at it, if all of his friends are to be believed. It scares me a lot. Anyway, I don't know anything about why there'd be a Zord.
I haven't seen him in a few months, so I don't know.
Fair.
He was pretty useless last time I saw him.
I can't tell if that's supposed to bring me comfort or not, and I don't know if it does or not. I don't know what to make of any of this. Oh, alright.
I'm not a very comforting person.
I've noticed. Frankly, I've learned that to be true of most spirits, but I have learned that you usually wear your truth on your sleeve. You say it, I believe it.
I
Alright.
glance over at Ruko. He nearly falls off the boat, grabbing a water lily flower. He nearly falls, gets on the boat, does a leap, grabs an orchid from a hanging vine, and he's just like gathering flowers. He's putting it in Foster's little crown thing. Like, look at this one, Foster. This one. Well, this one only grows on this tree. Oh, ow!
Smack. Branch hits you right across the back of the head.
Yeah. Yeah. Just idly doing dangerous things. Like he's gonna fall off this freaking boat.
Athen high-pitched buzzing.
Athen, you don't have to keep screaming at it. I think it's working. What are you doing?
Communicating!
Communicating. Oh.
Hey.
I don't like that one, actually. Forget that.
I can't!
Okay, but Ruka will, with the wind in our hair on an adventure going high speed, catches his dad's eyes, and he does the revolutionary hand symbol thing, and like, yeah, and then gets back to doing his thing.
There, you make. I don't know what the hand symbol is for the Spirit Weavers. I'm sure there is one, just kind of like a revolutionary, like symbol of the rebellion symbol that the Spirit Weavers make. I don't know if you put any thought into that or not, what it actually looks like. But whatever it is, you make it to him, and he smiles and he shakes his head, and then he looks back up at you and he gives you the symbol back.
Yeah, it's more like a broad gesture and then hand to the heart sort of thing.
Love that.
It's the finger and the thumb.
But with a chest thump part, where
Yeah,
it's like,
big
hoorah.
I want to try to imitate the sign.
Yeah, 21, it's meant to spread naturally and easily through the people. You see it once, you can do it yourself. Absolutely.
Cool. Also, I'd like to fuck with my maneuvering and use frostbite to make 2 sharp turns, just to see if I can.
Oh!
Jesus Christ. Okay, explain to me. Okay, so you're like freezing the water on one side to do kind of like a battleship anchor turn. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Oh my
But I might
fucking
like
God.
round it out a little bit so it's not so sharp, but
Oh my god.
Okay.
Tex is very projectile.
I just kind of like make
Small.
a ice ramp. I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
This is for sure some sort of a dexterity check. Give me. Oh my God. Give me. Fuck. Sleight of hand? Or thievery? Give me thievery.
Thievery? Okay,
Yeah,
I can do that.
sure. Or acrobatics they're both good, I guess.
Acrobatics would be 2 better, so it'd be a 20.
A 20? Yeah. On a 20, you pull some real sick, sharp turns that damn near cause Malachi and Tex to like fly towards the edge. They both kind of give you looks at first until they realize that it's intentional, and then they give you scowls, and then they see you're going for a second one, and they hold the fuck on for that one. And you kind of bank back in the other direction, kicking up water in both directions as you kind of splash through.
You can't beat me, whips out stat.
Oh no. Okay, let me get from
Kidding. I'm just playing around.
fair. You can if you
Just
want.
blows me off the back.
We got cargo.
True. As you guys are kind of doing these slalom side to side, this Tokyo drift, this Louisiana drift, let me get a perception check from each of you. Anybody who's piloting makes it at disadvantage.
That's fair, yeah.
Alright, I think we got Ethan actively screaming at a cicada, so I will do perception.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep, perception.
I'll do mine with.
And we got Foster with us, right?
Oh boy, this is looking good. That's unfortunate.
It's advantage or a circumstance penalty, like a -2.
It probably should be circumstance. I keep forgetting we're in PF2 land, not disadvantage. Yeah, we'll just call it a -2 circumstance instead. So that's a 15 from sketch, and
That's even worse.
yeah, I know. I'm so sorry.
21.
Bruco's got it with a 28. Ethan's got it with a 21.
Foster?
Oh yeah, fine.
Did Ruko roll with disadvantage?
We're doing -2s
Oh,
instead.
no.
I forgot. I
Oh, right.
I instinctively knee-jerked back over to Z instead of Pathfinder.
Yep.
I can't wait to try Z.
Same. It's been so much fun. As after about 3 or 4 hours of travel, as you guys are kind of doing this, drifting through a kind of a narrow river that is surrounded on all sides by reeds and marsh, is when you kind of all at the same time spot behind you, coming out from behind a tree line, a rather small airship about the size of like a fishing boat or a schooner that is being lifted essentially by just a single golden balloon and a pair of golden wings that has the white and crimson and gold marking of Cyrillin that seems to have spotted you and for one reason or another is beginning to pursue you. kind of coming up behind you at a decent clip as it chases you down this river, hot on your tails. And that, I think, is where we'll pick up next time, as the Cyrillan ship starts to pursue you guys on your Skikata hovercraft down this river.
Like Fox.
Skikata.
Skikatas.
Skikatas.
Oh dear. I hope they haven't figured
Miss-
out the airship thing yet. We could just blow it up, right? It's filled with like a flammable gas, right? Right?
Depends on the kind of airship.
If Zep made it, it would be.
That's true, but I'm pretty sure Zep didn't make this one.
I'm pretty sure they used.
If it's an
flammable.
elemental,
Probably
you
know.
might free the elemental.
Oh.
Certainly possible.
Oh boy.
Oh.
I had to figure out my push to talk.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. The fact that it works when you press it harder makes me think it is literally just a problem with the key, and I'm reassigning to a different key to fix it.
Yeah, I have been using this key for years.
Yeah.
It might just be starting to die. It's also the only
Eastward of Eden, where the clouds meet the dirt, we left our poor mother and seeded the earth. Gates, they were shuttered, the latches were locked. Oh, eastward of Eden, where men become gods. Though our people, we toiled as one, the fruits of our labors thrived under the sun. Our children, they spread to outnumber the stars. So, eastward of Eden, where day turns to dawn. Leave it all, leave it all, leave it all behind. Leave it all, leave it all, leave it all behind. Leave it all, leave it all, leave it all behind. Leave it all, leave it all, leave it all behind. Watered our forests with fire and flood, and fed our own egos with our brother's blood. our shores. Oh, eastward of Eden, where we always want more. Our towers, they rose up and set with the sun. Our servants, they burned us with fiery tongue. We ran our wings of metal, surprised when we fell. Eastward of Eden, where heavens are hell. Leave it all, leave it all, leave it all behind. Leave it all, leave it all, leave it all behind. Leave it all, leave it all, leave it all behind. Leave it all, leave it all, leave it all Eastward of Eden, where the dust meets the dirt, we murdered our mother and strangled the earth. Forgive us, oh mama, whose face we forgot. Oh, eastward of Eden, where men become gods. Eastward of Eden, where men